Hey, what's up, guys? We are back at it again to break down the best new cycle evolution added into the game, the Dart Goblin Evolution. So, with the extinction of the skeletons and the ice spirit as the S+++ tier evolutions, we are now bringing the Dart Goblin as a contender to be played in cycle decks. Obviously, with the Dart Goblin Evolution, there's going to be a lot of different intricacies that are added into the game. And the main thing to realize is it's a little bit more complex than you might assume. It doesn't just do poison. It does poison the areas around whatever it shoots for 4 seconds. Also, the damage stacks up and increases with consecutive hits. So what that means is each shot that it does, it's going to do more damage, it's going to do more poison. So it's not just like one and done. It's not a consistent, constant poison. It will deal more. So it's going to, at most, max here, like at the highest level, it will deal more damage per second than most spells in the game. So when you compare this to poison, if you're noticing the damage to the barbarians, they're taking a lot more than a typical poison would. So just looking at that Dart Goblin, it's really, really strong. So this isn't necessarily like a standard situation. Most of the time you're going to be playing against beatdown decks with Electro Dragon. So like, let's say your opponent's got a Golem or a P.E.K.K.A. and they're stacking up stuff behind their P.E.K.K.A. or Golem. Then the Dart Goblin Evolution will kill those cards. So it's really unsafe for opponents to build up big pushes when you have a Dart Goblin Evolution in hand. So Dart Goblin typically is going to be played with a lot of bait decks because obviously if your opponent logs or drops something on top of the Dart Goblin, it's kind of useless. You're going to have like wall breakers, goblin drills, skeleton armies, goblin barrels, princesses, rascals, goblin gangs. You have a lot of decks that are equipped to beat opponents that are going to be, having multiple spells. Otherwise, you're just not going to win games. It's going to be practically impossible for you to win matches if your opponent has more spells than you have bait cards. There are going to be a couple decks that use Battle Ram and like Ram Rider with the Dart Goblin Evolution that we're going to be covering today. But for the most part, that's the case. Also, before I forget, it takes 2 card cycles, and then the third Dart Goblin is the Evolved one. So it's a little bit slower cycle than you guys might be used to. Definitely for a cheaper card that's like 1 elixir, it usually is that amount of cycles. But for a 3 elixir card, sometimes like 5 elixir cards are 1 cycle like a wizard, so it's not that far off. So it could go either way, right? The 1 elixir is like 2 cycles usually, and then 5 elixir is always like 1 cycle. The 3 is still 2 cycles, just like 1. It could go the way of the 5 or the way of the 1, and it went the way of the 1. So a little bit interesting for me. Anyway, we're gonna be breaking down tons of top ladder decks. All these decks that we're going to be playing today are from the top 200. I haven't played any of them really, and it's the first day that I get to test them out with y'all. So we'll see how it goes. Hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown of the Dart Goblin. If you did, leave a like on the video. It goes a long way. It allows me to do more of these breakdowns and live streams as quickly as I can. Yeah, love you guys. Get into it. Let's see what's happening. So every deck that I'm going to be playing today will probably be telling you guys how I feel about it, because like, I don't know. I didn't want to just run into it with all the decks that I play tested and be like, hey, these are the ones that are the best. I wanted to take the ones from the top ladder, not playing them at all, and then jump into the action and be like, how good are these actually in the new meta after the balance changes? And let's see like how they perform for people that haven't played a ton of games with them. So I'm going to go drill here. We have the Skeleton King counter pushing, so the drill will get tanked for, which is nice. I want to go in for the ability, and I'm also going to log. The reason is, if we can kill the Dart Goblin and the cannon, I think that the drill is going to tank for the skeletons, possibly. Nah, that didn't work at all. Oops. So, I'm thinking I might fireball here on the goblins. Nice. Alright, I think that was probably our best play. I don't see any other real opportunity for us to defend that. Also, these wall breakers die to the Dagger Duchess. He knows this action, which... Wow, it fires a lot faster. You know what? I think Dagger Duchess might be one of the new best towers in the game. Interestingly enough. It is not fun to lose to, but hey, it is part of the game. We're going to go for our skeletons here. We're going to shut down the most of the Dart Goblin. Guys, I just want to win the first game of the day. It never happens. Maybe today will be different. Maybe the first game of the day is ours. I really got to focus in the first game, eh? This just doesn't go our way ever. Alright, so Strat is probably going for Skeleton Kings. The good play from our opponent was to predict us to kill his princess, so he like spent a bunch of elixir there. Not a bad player. This is going to be a better matchup in the later stages. Not necessarily going to be the best in single. The Dagger Duchess is easily overwhelmed the later the game gets. So I do like that. I'm going to go for a Goblin Drill here. I think we're just going to let the Skeleton King do its thing. Definitely going to go and Fireball on his Dart Goblin Evolution. Look how annoying it is. It's going to kill my Goblins. Very good card. We're going to go for our own Dart Goblin Evolution. And then we're going to log. We didn't want to drop Skeleton Army because it was pretty predictable. We'll drop it in the other side. And then we'll go Wall Breakers here. See if it can tank for maybe some stuff. Alright, we can't do much here. I think we just have to go Skeleton King. I'm going to wait a little bit, though. Don't want to drop it too soon. Alright, we're going to go this. Definitely okay if the Skeleton King allows us to defend. So we'll take what we can get here. One of the better players we could have matched him to, I think. Possibly. Alright, let's Fireball on a cannon. Okay, that was not the spot that we were hoping for. We were really hoping he'd mess up, but he did not goof. Did I predict it? I did. Very cool. Probably Dart Goblin? Didn't. Oh, we were clean with it for a sec. Go King. Go Wall Breakers. We do have the Dart Goblin Evolution, so maybe we could just plant that down and see how this goes. Looking pretty good because we forced arrows. It's going to poison on his Dart Goblin as well. Do this. Going for a drill. Guys, this might be the first time we ever win the first game. I don't want to jinx it. Not looking great there. He'll probably Princess as soon as those cards are dead. Yeah, I knew it. Alright, we can log. We're trying to keep up the pressure so that he can't just go arrows. I thought he would arrows on the Goblin Barrel. Oh! Pretty predictable. Oh, I killed it. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to save the Fireball again. Yup, I knew it. This guy's pretty good at the game. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he made another prediction. He's Louise. What a good player, man. I think we barely beat him. Wow. I'm honestly impressed that we won the first game of the day. I just had to try extremely hard against someone probably better than me. Oh, you're so good. Wait, why is that your rank? Okay, maybe it's his mini account or something. He's pushing up first day. Yeah, it's like the second day of the new season. So, maybe it's the third day? Yeah, I think it's the third day. Oops, my bad. But yeah, third day of the new season. But it's the first day of the new balance changes. I like this deck a lot. I don't think I played better than my opponent, but hey, the first game of the day after a long birthday that I had. So we'll take the W. Very good player on our opponent's end. And also, I'm not going to lie, I saw his deck played in the top 200 too. So if you want to copy a good log bait deck, I'd recommend that. Also, we ended up beating rank 9 person in the world the game before, which was really cool. Yeah, let's just keep playing. Let's keep going. Curse is broken. I know, right? Insane. Looking healthy, bro. Hope you have great content as Mr. Churchill Gaming. Thank you, man. I appreciate the vibes. Honestly, dude, I just want to be more positive this year. I want to have better year even than I had last year. I had a really, really good year last year, and hopefully, you know, this new birthday, this new year for me is going to be the best one yet. So I'm super excited for that. If you guys ever have bad years, just know that like it does get better. You just have to wait it out, and you know, life goes on no matter what happens. That's the one thing is like my 26th year was like really bad, and then my 27th year was really good. So you know, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Is it a tough first matchup? No, the first matchup was actually really good for me. I didn't play well. It is what it is. I'm gonna go in for Skeleton King here. Skeleton Army. Oh, don't do that! Oh, he didn't kill! Alright, I thought we were dead. So, apparently, he dropped the tornado slightly too late. He dropped the tornado slightly too late. That's so good for us. Take that. Jeez, that was insane. The curse is broken. I know, dude. I'm impressed. Also, I'm not going to lie. I love Inferno Tower as well against P.E.K.K.A. So, here's the thing. I'm not supposed to give you guys these breakdowns yet because, you know, the balance changes aren't fully flushed out yet, and I'm going to do a stream later on about what I think about the balance changes. But screw it. P.E.K.K.A. Evolution still going to be broken for this next meta, especially with the Chef. If you're running Chef with P.E.K.K.A., I think that you are going to have a very good time. So just keep that in mind. If you play P.E.K.K.A. Chef, you will be vibing. The only issue right now for us is we have to defend against an Electro Dragon Evolution. So the thing is, we have Inferno Tower, and that should allow us to defend this, I think. We'll see. Should be good to go. I don't think the Electro Dragon kills that quick enough. Okay, I could have killed this with a Fireball, I think. And then isolate until he's back with skeletons. Hey, that's not that bad. That's pretty good. Okay. So Dart Goblin here. Inferno Tower pulls the Ram Rider and the Goblin Stein. The Dart Goblin's putting in work, or it did put in work until it didn't. And we can log. That was a really good defense. I'm actually genuinely impressed that we defended that. I think Inferno Tower is just a great card, so something to keep in mind. If you don't know, now you know. We're going to do this, and we're going to get ready with a Fireball. Otherwise, we're just going to chill, because we can Dart Goblin and kill it. Rather not spend extra elixir if I don't need to. Okay, that was probably not the best. It's okay. Still got a lot of time left on the clock. Oh, that hit the tower. Nice. Fireball log and take the game. Dude, I really like this deck. Wow. You know what? Might be my new deck in the new meta. Because Evolved Wallbreaker's got a buff. Dart Goblin Evolution is one of the best evolutions in the game. Inferno Tower kills P.E.K.K.A.s when they're evolved. And a lot of people are running like level 17, level 16 P.E.K.K.A.s. Play against higher level P.E.K.K.A.s, you know there's going to be a problem. You're not going to be able to kill it. A lot of times. You're just not going to have the damage or the oomph or the necessary defenses to stop that huge push that they might be piling on. So, for me personally, I would be a great enjoyer of running an Inferno Tower in most of my decks that were like Cycle-esque. I just like that extra nice benefit of melting Lava Hounds faster and definitely killing P.E.K.K.A.s. Do you multi-stream? Nope, it's just on YouTube. I meant first tough matches the opponent was playing really well. Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%, man. 100 P. 100 P. But I used 3 wild eco shards on the Dart Goblin or unlock 2 different Evos. I don't know, man. I think that the Dart Goblin's a great card. Depends if you like it in your decks. I don't know if you run log bait-esque decks, if you have bait cards in your deck. If you do, then that's a good idea. And if you like the Dart Goblin, you know, it's a good card to upgrade. It's one of the best evolutions in the game. It is definitely A or S tier card. Highly recommend it. If you like Cycle decks specifically. Super, super good. What should I swap the Skeleton King for? I think you kind of need the Skeleton King because, like, you have Skeleton Army. But, hear me out for a second. If you don't have Skeleton King, you could run Dark Prince, or you could run Valkyrie. And then you would want to sub out the Skeleton Army for guards. The reason that Skeleton Army is in the deck is so then you can get more value with... Oh, it worked. Nice. You can get more value by exhausting your skeletons, losing your skeletons, and then, guess what? Herp to derp, you're going to end up having a very nice amount of skeletons back on your reserve with the Skeleton King. Happy late birthday, says Cool Ty. Thanks, man. Thanks for the cool well wishes. Alright, so we always like sacrificing the Skellies for the Skelly King. It's kind of what we do out here. What we do best. Alright, I don't know how much this Firecracker is going to hurt me, but maybe we're going to be okay. Does the Firecracker die? Wow. It died to one shot. It died to one shot from the Dart Goblin. I don't think this guy's actually saying one play. I think he's being a little bit sarcastic. Not sure, though. We are up a little bit of elixir, so we'll see what we can do. The Electro Spirit is a bit obnoxious, but it is part of the game. Firecracker is the bane of my existence. Ain't no one love Firecracker. None of my homies love the Firecracker, man. There's not even one. This guy's pretty BM, but it's fine. It is what it is. We'll go for this. Go for Dart Goblin. Skeleton King when we get the chance. Wow, this guy's really good at the game. Like, even though he was like a little bit toxic to us, I think he's quite good at Clash. So, if we lose to him, he's probably better than me. So. We log the skeletons. Okay, that was not skeletons. I try to get fancy out here. Did not work. I do have matchup advantage, by the way. Oh, maybe that was well played. Maybe, I actually don't think he's being toxic. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It's weird because like when they say well played when you make a bad play, it's like, oh, maybe they are. I don't think he's being toxic anymore if he's going to say well played when the guy went in front tower, I guess. I don't know. The front tower is like really easy to do though, so. Hard to say well played to that, you know? Hey, he just dropped the building, you know? This is a good placement though. You don't know now, you know? Oh no, I lose. Oh no. That was actually well played on his end. Not well played on our end, unfortunately. He doesn't have his best answers though, so. Oh, he got back to him. Dang, that's crazy. No! No, don't do it. Don't do it, Toby. GG, man. You played so freaking well. You're actually way better than me at the game. Well played. We'll give you some love. You played well. And he actually wasn't toxic. I think he's actually being honest. I remember when Inferno Tower is outranged by RG. Dude. Let's not put that in my brain. Let's not put that in my brain. Yeah, so a couple of things I'm planning on doing a little bit more is when I stream Clash Royale, I don't want to do it, or I don't want to play this game when I'm like not eating food. I feel like generally I'm just like in a worse mood when I don't eat food and then I play Clash Royale and then you lose. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that moment where you like grind this game, either late or at night, where you grind it on like no sleep, or you grind it on like no food, then you're just angry when you lose. I don't know. I kind of want to be in that like vibe where if we lose games and we're playing against people that are good, GG and well played. Just move to the next one. That's one of the things I want to do this year. What'd you do on your birthday? It's actually on my Instagram if you want to check it out. Wow, words are tough. Check it out on my Instagram or my Twitter. I might actually post it here. I don't know. I could do a community post so you guys can see the photos. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a birthday cake and I went to one of my friends' apartments and had a great time there. So yeah, some of my friends have like really, really, really nice apartments in Seattle. So kind of cool to be able to be like, hey, thanks guys. Appreciate you letting me use this. Yeah. Sometimes you can like just enjoy a lot of different things. Like a few of my friends from UW, Washington, have helped me out with like the tennis court reservations, Seattle U as well. And then yeah, a lot of my tech friends have like let me go and visit the companies, which I'm not 100% sure they're allowed to do that. Like I went inside a lot of the companies. Just like an undercover boss, guys. I'm the undercover boss. You best watch out. SirTag ready to steal your food. All right, I'm gonna go in for a Skeleton King here. Maybe we can snag a princess. The Skeleton King splash is really insane. Like the fact that it like bounced through the Valk like that is so nice. I said it even before it happened because I was pretty confident it would work. Fire Spirit does not hit all the skeletons. They're fine. Alright, so I get wall breakers here. The princess doesn't target what it wants. I think the goblins don't even kill the wall breakers. They both connect, I think. Huge value. We Dart Goblin, it might knife the princess and still stay alive. So I think that's going to be our best bet. Beautiful. And it might get a hit on the tower with some poison damage. Okay, the Ice Spirit's going to die, but yeah, well played on our opponent's end. Great Ice Spirit. Our player. Please don't steal my food. I only have $15. I'm sorry, dude. It's too late. You can't escape this fate, bro. I made 8K and there's a lot of recruits. Yeah, there are a lot of recruit players in general. It's a pretty strong deck, I would say. It's definitely a toxic deck that I play. So, you know, if you would it be? Can we kill that? Is there any shot that I can just... Nah, it's not even coming close to killing that. Oh, that was really good. That was unintentionally awesome. We'll take that. Guy's playing pretty freaking well, though. We'll let the Dart Goblin lock onto our tower. It's not going to be the end of the world, my dudes. I think. Maybe it will be. Maybe I'm tilted. Maybe I'm tag tilted here, guys. But, wow. Wall breakers do so much more damage with the evolution. What an S+ tier deck, guys. This has to be one of the best new decks in the meta. And we already stumbled upon it. Won a bunch of games with it. But hey, maybe we'll come back to it later. But I want to showcase variety today. I don't want to just showcase one deck. Because I looked at myself introspectively as well on my streams and like all that other stuff. Another thing that I didn't like about my streams is I think I stuck with the same deck over and over and over again on these streams where you guys deserve more variety. So I broke down the card at the start. I was like, I think that's a good idea. But I also have a whole array of like 8 decks, something like that. So great deck. I'd say this is like a 9.5 out of 10. Like this is definitely an S tier deck in the meta. Number 1, Electro Dragon actually somehow got nerfed. So Skeleton King's going to be better. Dart Goblin with Wall Breakers is awesome. Like these are 2 of the best new cards in the game. And, you know, Skeleton King functions phenomenally with Skeleton Army. So then you can swoop up and collect all the souls. Anyway, yeah, just a really, really good deck. I love Inferno Tower too. I think it's underrated. We can finally play it in good conscience now. All right, so this deck, it's a log bait deck. I think we've played it a bunch, but Goblinstein isn't that bad after the nerf or the change. The Goblin Gang did get a nerf, but I think you could put guards in place of that if you wanted to. Your Goblins did get a bit of a nerf. I think this might be slightly safer to put guards in there. This is the version that I was playing before. Happen to tag your tilted. I haven't played it in a bit, man. I want to finish at 9,000 trophies on that account. We are at 8,500, so you could definitely do some more live streams and get 9,000 trophies with under-leveled cards. It's a little bit of a journey. You do a stream where the stream chooses what cards you use. There'll be some rules. Yeah, I'm down to do something like that. I mean, we have done videos where I do your guys' deck selections, and I think that's fine. It is fun to do that. All right, so we're going to go Goblinstein in the right. Princess is going to put in so much work. Yeah, so here's the thing about recruits is if they have arrows, it's a little bit dicey. A little bit dicey. Probably arrows here. Yep. They almost always do. We're going to go Rascals. Hopefully we can kill the Fly Machine. It's a pretty strong card, though, not going to lie. All right, cool. He goes Goblin Gang, so he's spending a bunch of elixir here. This makes me feel way more comfortable doing this. So he wasted his Barbaro. He wasted his Goblin Gang. Definitely not in a good position to defend against a Goblin Barrel. As long... Well, I mean, he's got Barbaro arrows. He's not back to arrows. Ripple Spell. Bro has Barbaro, Fireball, arrows, and Cage for Wall Breakers. Million matchup for him, so if we win this, I'd be really proud of ourselves. I'm going to go Dart Goblin early. But hopefully it doesn't kill the Dart Goblin. Hopefully it hits my tower instead. Oh, it just dies! I didn't know that interaction. I didn't think Dart Goblin just full countered a... I didn't know that. Dart Goblin full counters a Goblin Cage Brawler. That's really cool. If you drop it low enough, does enough. Dropping Princess here because we want to force him to drop Elixir. Then he can't, like, spam us too heavily. This is good. We can go Rascals. He's going to go Arrows, and then we're going to go for Guards afterward. Okay. Then we have to deal with the Fly Machine afterward, but maybe we go for Evolved Wall Breakers on it or something. Or we can get enough Elixir for Goblinstein, potentially, if this soaks up enough damage. I think it does. It's really, really good. It's kind of insane how good Fly Machine can be sometimes. It's just part of the game, though. All right, we go Wall Breakers here. We could pop ability on the Cage, potentially. Okay, it's just not going to happen. We're going to pop the ability on all this instead. As you can see, it's still like an S tier card. Like, I would say Goblinstein, even though it's not necessarily as good as it was with the Doctor being nerfed, still very, 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 very good. Probably arrows this, and then he won't have anything for the Dart Goblin. Really. Oh no. Oh, he missed. That was interesting. Alright, we'll do this. See if we can outplay him. He's got so many spells in his arsenal, man. Alright, we're trying our hardest here. See what we can do. Trying to stack up as much as we possibly can, but it's not easy. I'm trying to say out here. This Dart Goblin will be able to kill his stuff on the other side, so that's good. Do this. He's just gonna eat it. Oh, that's not good for me at all. This is really bad. Yeah, I think we lost because he just did that. Because of those shenanigans, I think we take the L. I mean, there's always a chance, but it's looking really grim. Really low Dart Goblin, but probably not any chances of defending this. We did defend it somehow. Maybe he just fumbles really hard, you know? Like that. Like that. Let's go! There's no way we did that today. That's the worst matchup we could have gotten, guys. I'm not going to fib. We had nothing for Royal Hogs in our deck, and he had 3 spells with the flying machine. We did it. That's such a cool win. All right, so the deck we're playing here is obviously good if it can beat that. Oh, man. So one thing I'd recommend is if you're playing log bait decks is I would recommend spacing out your stuff. Your Dart Goblins, your Princesses, make sure they're not clumped up. So you drop your Dart Goblins far enough away from your Princesses so they don't get all hit by spells. And you want to stack up your Dart Goblins and Princesses because they'll give you value over time. So even if your opponents have fireballs and arrows, you stack them up enough, then your opponents will be wasting their spells, and then you'll be able to get value. You have to remember that the only 2 things that can kill Princesses and Dart Goblins are fireballs and arrows. So they're even or negative trades. So hopefully when they fireball and arrows the Dart Goblin or the Princess, we're at least getting more value from the Princess and Dart Goblin before they fireball or arrows. So what I mean is, like, hopefully the Dart Goblin does some damage to the recruits before he arrows it. Hopefully the Princess can get a couple shots off on a Goblin Gang or a flying machine maybe. And if that happens, we'll gradually get elixir advantages and win the game. Here's the issue. If he plays it competently and he plays it slow, he will win this matchup every time. You have to get them to spend their elixir and overcommit a little bit so then you can get damage. And then they still have to make a lot of misplays to lose that. So it is possible to win. It's just very difficult. We'll jump on to the next one. Good deck. I like it. We'll keep going. So yeah, you guys can copy this if you want. Very, very fun deck. All right, the next one is this one. So I copied this from a top 200 player, Dominic, who actually finished #1 in the world last season. We'll see how this performs. Hand card got a nerf, so might be fun. Might not be. We'll see. Tell me that Gobstein still is broken. Still isn't broken. No, it's broken still. It's very, very strong. The thing is, I think it might die to Fireball plus Zap. Obviously, that's a very good interaction. It might die to Fireball. I don't think the Gobstein Doctor dies to Fireball, though. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I don't think so in this meta. I'm a Dart Goblin at the bridge. I advise not to do this. This is 3 elixir. I mean, if he lets that lock onto the tower, then that's insane. So that's very, very valuable for me. Like, if we do 1,000 damage for 3 elixir, I mean, we take that all day. But that shouldn't happen. All right, if you rock it, that's still a bad trade for you. That's -1. You do damage, but it's not as much as a 3 elixir Dart Goblin. So I'll take that all day. We go Mother Witch here. And then I think we're fine. I mean, I think we can just go in for a Bandit up top just to go and pull that. I think we could have dropped Bandit lower so then it dashed on the Valkyrie. That would have definitely been a bit better, but hey, it is what it is. All right, does it die to poison? It probably dies to poison. I'm not sure though, man. I don't want to give you like, I know it dies to Fireball Zap for sure. I just don't know what else it dies to, my guy. Okay, thankfully that died. That was very, very scary. Can Dart Goblin away? Do we do more damage to the Hog and then kill the Valkyrie? Goblin's damage per second is actually unrivaled. Look at that. The Valkyrie's dead. Wow. Jeez. There's no way the Dart Goblin survives this, right? How is that still alive? That's criminal. That's actually criminal. Does die to poison. Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate that. So, confirmation in the chat. The Goblinstein Doctor dies to poison. What's up, Jake Spear? What's going on, man? Does it die to... Oh, I'm looking really angelic today, aren't I? I'm going to close the door so we don't have the light. Alright, I look slightly less angelic today. A little bit more of a demonic dude. Okay, there's still like a little bit more sunshine in the background. A little bit light through the windows, I guess, but it be what it be. You are overexposed? I know, we are overexposed. But we'll fix that next time. Please delete Evo Dart Goblin. Makes poison fart. It does do the poison fart, doesn't it? It's a pretty strong card, I'm not going to lie. I 100% see that. Oh, he misses the log. Alright, let's just do this. We have the Dart Goblin still alive. We can Evo batter him the other side, maybe. Especially if he spends that amount of elixir. My inclination is that he can't defend this. I might be wrong. Maybe I'll be a sad sir. Oh, those arrows though! Those arrows though! Let's go! Hey, we take those today. That's awesome. That is so cool. You'll take the win and we'll jump on to the next one. That's a bad matchup too. If you play into Hog Rider and you don't have a building, it's actually quite tough to win as long as you, you know, are not playing like Fisherman or Goblin Cage or, you know, Tornado. Like you got to have a building or something. It's just tough. It's so unfair. Evo Firecracker was still better. This keeps poison on forever. It keeps poison for 4 seconds. And the poison stacks with each attack. So I like telling you guys actually how it works instead of just saying, oh, let's watch and play it. Like, I'm going to start doing that more often. Like, I'll break down how the card works, and I'll have a very good, in-depth, like, breakdown of, oh, yes, it does this for 4 seconds. You know, like, I'll have the actual stats of the card every single time I stream. So, you guys watch me. You guys will be able to depend on that. And I'm sorry that I wasn't doing that earlier. That's my bad. I tried to look at it introspectively and be like, what can I do better for streams? So that was the main thing. If you guys also have other suggestions of things that you want to see me do better for streams, let me know. I'm going to try to make the streams as best I can be. If there's anything that I can do to make the streams a bit more informative or better for these new cards specifically, y'all just let me know. Dart Goblin lasts till the troop dies. I think it's... Does it also kill the things afterwards? That is a good question. I actually don't have an answer for that one. Love from Belgium? Yo, merci beaucoup for being here, brother. Your content is so good. You're goated. Oh, there's always things to improve, man. There's a lot of things you can improve. Bro, I'm Armanio. How did I lose that? I think that you just like overcommitted a bit and you missed the goblin. The main thing is, like, if you play it slower, I think you win that matchup 100 out of 100 times. But, you know, I think I played pretty well and I forced some mistakes out of you. So a lot of times you'll, like, play worse when your opponents are playing decent. Like, they'll make you make more misplays. If you watch me play against, like, the best players in the world in a lot of matches, when I do play against them, like, sometimes I'll match into some of my friends. And what they'll do is they'll force mistakes out of me that I wouldn't typically make in other situations. So, yeah, it's just tough playing against really good players or people that play well in certain games. Or maybe you just have an off day, or maybe you just have an off game and then things just don't happen as planned. Rune Giant is a problem. I think Rune Giant is actually only good in a couple decks, my guy. It's not that goated in a lot of decks. It's pretty goated in a few decks. Like with Goblin Giant, it's really good. But Goblin Giant's getting a nerf. So, no, maybe it's not going to be as broken as it was. But with Hunter, it's pretty unfair. What's the best Evo right now? Well, before I was actually going to say Evo Skeletons or Dart Goblin, or sorry, Evo Skeletons or Ice Spirit. But, I mean, Electro Dragon, probably still broken. I think the Electro Dragon is like S tier. The Supercell pay you as a creator. They pay me through the creator program for the creator, like, owed. So the only money I ever get from Supercell is you guys using money in the game and then spending using creator code. I'd never tell you guys, hey, spend more money in Clash Royale. It's like, if you're going to spend money anyway, then use my creator code so Supercell doesn't get all of the money. That's a good way of supporting me if you're going to already spend money. But I'm actually advocating 99% of the time to not buy offers and all that stuff, because most of the offers are kind of scammy. They're pretty bad. They're like $40 for an emote or something. I would not recommend. Yo, are you going to go for Ultimate Champion or just having fun today? Well, if we stumble upon Ultimate Champion, we'll do it. I'm going to be playing for 2 hours on this live stream and just having fun. We're going to be testing out a ton of different decks. If we hit Ultimate Champion, so be it. If we don't, we don't. And that's okay. Generally, I want to like keep Ultimate Champion for a different live stream because it's a nice little, you know, thing to do with you guys. But at the same time, hey, if it happens, it happens. Okay? be what it be, brother. Are you not getting anything from buying offers? I get nothing in general. Because my account is fully maxed out. I get nothing from any offer besides emotes. And yeah, I have enough rewards to max out new cards as soon as they come out too. I thought the new Epic card was underwhelming. It didn't fit into many decks. What do you think? Yeah, it doesn't fit into many decks, and the card itself is pretty trash. But there's some funky interactions that make the other cards that it's used with overpowered, in my opinion. Specifically, Hunter is really overpowered with it. And then I would say also Goblin Giant. Those two cards, because they're robust and they also get a lot of extra damage on the third projectile, it gets extra value. It's a little bit unfair, I would say, like very much so. So yeah, I would nerf those a little bit. I appreciate you not calling viewers chat and talking to us like we're having a conversation. It makes us feel with you more personal. Yeah, dude, I don't know. The main thing that it's weird going online and just talking to people in a weird way. I don't like when people go up to me and say tag. I'd rather have it be like Jake. If you ever see me in real life, you guys can be like, oh, what's up, Jake? Or like, you can talk to me from that perspective if you ever see me in person, especially in gaming conventions or whenever we go places. Like OJ and those guys will all call me tag. I'm like, oh man, you guys can just call me Jake, right? Like we know each other for a bit, you know? But yeah, if you ever see me in person, I like, you know, online, call me tag. But yeah, in person also. That's another thing I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't like saying chat as well. It seems weird. It's fine. It's just, I've never, like, it sounds weird to me. Yeah, it's one of those things that I never like doing, so I don't do it. Yeah. You guys know, like, if you go into a conference or something and you're, you know, you're like Black Dragon 67 and you're talking to consulting like new games and stuff, it's just so awkward. So it's really funny when, you know, you witness that. I didn't play this very well. It's okay. He's gonna log, so I guess we can go for him. Hopping ability, interestingly enough, doesn't kill him. Then we can go for this. He loses the Gobstein. The poison was fantastic. That was very sweet. Guy's not a bad player. He might deserve to beat me. I hope not. Seems like he's good. Alright, so let's focus up a little bit. Let's try to use our Dart Goblin to snipe this. We're going to force a log 100%. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why you would can. That's fine though. Alright, so this Royal Ghost will likely clean up most of the goblins here. The bandit's just going to dash on that, which is fine. We can go Gobstein on the right. And then we kind of want to go Battle Ram, but really have an awesome opportunity to do it. I think I'm going to go right. Oh man, he just played that so well. Jeez. I wish he was a bit worse at the game, to be honest. He's played this pretty well and deserves to beat me. From what we've seen. Yeah, great log. He made a prediction that I would protect it. Good switch up of the positioning, too. Can't say anything besides I'm impressed. Alright, we're going to try to do some other shenanigans here. Maybe we can go for Gobstein. Dart Goblin's not going to kill. He did just poison and log, so I think we can go Dart Goblin in the left. This might put in work, actually. Doesn't have a good card cycle right now. But he is playing quite well. That's the downside. It's like the cycle is really quick for him. And he's played very well. The Valkyrie is so annoying. I'm not going to lie. I hate Valkyrie Evolution. I do think Valkyrie Evolution is a bit underrated. You guys are talking to me about it. I agree. I think it's a pretty good card. We're just not going to be able to break through here in general. It's going to do damage, but it's not going to do it. Yeah, really well played, man. GG. Give him some love. Jump to the next one. Yo, yo, yo. $100? It wasn't $100. It was, I think in USD, it was $1. $1.60, but appreciate it. You know, I don't really care like how much money it is. I do really, I mean, obviously if it's like $100, I'll freak out, but like, I care the fact that you guys like actually care enough to, you know, be here and say nice things to me. Like that makes me happy. It genuinely does. Like every single day, like I look at what I'm doing. I'm like, how the heck am I allowed to play video games? It's insane. So shout out to you guys for making this possible. I love you guys. Very, 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 very lucky. And anyone that is playing video games, and not feeling blessed, y'all are probably tripping. Like, I don't know what to say. Rate bananas out of 10? Actually, no, bananas and smoothies are pretty good because they make the smoothies a little bit more thick. And if you have thick smoothies, then they taste a bit better, right? But bananas in general, not a huge fan. I'm gonna say not a huge fan of the card. But bananas are not a card. What's wrong with me? There's Dart Goblin here. We're gonna go battle round. He went for a very bad tornado. I think he's likely screwed, actually. It's a bad bandit, though. Could have been on the other side. It was, you know, just gonna give him more value that way. Arrows are not worth. Mother Witch is better. I don't even know if Mother Witch is worth. Hard to say. Strawberry banana smoothie, pretty good. Yeah, I think bananas by themselves are kind of mid. If you guys ever go to Seattle, there is a banana stand right by Amazon, the Amazon Spheres. And they give away free bananas. So you might go banana for the bananas. You might go bananas for the banana. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's one of those things where, yeah, I personally not a huge fan of doing that. But it is iconic to Seattle, so if you guys ever want to do that and you're visiting, feel free to. Jake leaked the new Evo card, the banana. You want Golem Evo? Yeah, I think a lot of us want Golem Evo. Shout out to, for us making your day better. Jake says smart. Thanks, man. I love you, buddy. For real. Thank you, man. I don't know. I just, like, even just messages, like, not even donuts. Like, you guys don't have to donate. Just being here. It's cool. Banana needs an evolution to be good. Yeah, dude, it does. Needs a couple Evos. Maybe it's gonna start throwing poison darts. Who knows? All right, we're gonna go Royal Ghost here. He's looking quite good for us, actually. Believe it or not. I want to go Dart Goblin. I don't think he's popping ability. I don't think he's popping ability today, boys. I was so happy that he did that. Imagine he popped ability to kill my Dart Goblin and made me sad. Wait, this Battle Ram Evo paired with Dart Goblin and then also Mother Witch, just gets so many piggies in front of everything, and it's just like endless pressure. That deck is really toxic. I mean, it's already toxic because the darts, but a little bit more toxic. Alright, so you want to use cards like this, but you can't build up big stuff. This is actually not great. Not cash money. Oh no! Okay, wait. Hear me out for a second, boys. We're not dead yet. He played so aggro though. He almost hooked me completely. Alright, we're just gonna go in because I think we'll win with this. I think we got him, guys. Really hard for me. We'll see, I mean. Oh my gosh, please. Clash Royale. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bit of a situation here. If this monk pops through, I think I lose. The barb is doing dirty. The Dart Goblin, yes! Oh my gosh, that was easily the most scuffed game of the day. I don't even know what's happening there. Like, I actually kind of lost focus and almost lost the game. Have you ever thought about being a part of the bearded community? I don't actually look good with beards, man. For whatever reason. Tag, I heard you got a lot of game tips for getting girls. Did you probably heard that from like KFC as a joke? I don't actually, man. I think the number one thing for most people, if you're trying to get guys, girls, whoever, just a partner in general, is you want to stay authentic to yourself, because if people like you and you're just doing your own thing and you're doing yourself, over a long period of time, it's going to be sustainable. If you fake it and then you get someone that you don't want, or if you have to like try a lot of different stuff, it's not worth it. If you're looking for general tips, you want to make sure that you're working out, that you're dressing well, and showering, and making sure that you smell nice. Those are generally like things that will just elevate you, make you look better, and make things better for you in general. And I guess one other thing is don't be super desperate. If you ever like look super desperate or are desperate, people smell that off of you, and it does not work well. So yeah, I would recommend, like, if you are desperate, make sure that you work on yourself, you're happy about your place in life, and then start to date people or try to find people. Yeah, I guess those are the main things. It's just it is what it is, and you got to find someone that likes you. I think that's super important. Anyway, we're back to business. No more, no more shenanigans here. We're gonna have a straight up good game here, I believe. Hopefully. All right, this Mother Witch has to give us value. Has to. No way she doesn't. No way we don't pig out with the pigs. We get jiggy with the piggy. All right, we're gonna go battle ram on the right. I think he's gonna overspend on the left. Yeah, he spent 5 elixir. He's at 0. He's at 0. You can't defend that. He lost that? I mean, maybe he does. Yo. That was almost really good. It wasn't great because the Spear Goblins killed that afterwards. I thought I played that okay. Hot take, I'd rather have 2 Evos a month than new cards. I don't even know if that's a hot take, bro. I personally would like that as well. Not a huge fan of it. Maybe. Nah, I think it is a hot take. I think most people are just a huge fan of the new cards. I like Evos more than new cards, bro. Because new cards seem so uniquely specialized and niche and like creative that it complicates the game in a way that I'm not a huge fan of, right? So like, I guess the downside of the new cards is like, if you're a new player, right? You have like these leveling up from the towers. You have the evolution cycles to keep track of. You have the new towers that you have to understand. And then you also end up having, you know, new cards that are super niche, like powering up the game. Like, what was it called? Or what is it? The Rune Giant, the Mama Valkyrie. Like, you know, having that amount of, you know, potential value from those cards is really hard to understand for newer players. Also, the Cannon cards are. Alright, it didn't Rune Giant me. Alright, we're chilling. Not really alive, but we're trying. We'll pop the ability here. We knew we were going to get arrowed, so I couldn't go Dart Goblin. Still think I might be dead. This is looking really bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be finessed. This Dart Goblin is not going to die. Oh my gosh. Yo, chill. This is scary. I needed like Dart Goblin here, and then it's going to die because he's just going to pop arrows on us. And then the skeletons just kill me. I knew that was going to happen. There's nothing I could do. It is what it is. That's a tough matchup. I could have played better. I mean, like, at the end, there's nothing I could do. Like, I knew that that interaction was going to happen and screw me over. I definitely could have won that game. I think that matchup's winnable. It's tough, though. That's a good version of the new deck. Like, if you guys want to play... actually, sorry. I'm going to recant my statement. I would not recommend to play Log Arrows. Log Arrows is really toxic if you match into Dart Goblin and Log Bait, sure. I think this deck only had arrows before. I believe this version of the deck is just significantly better, the one that he's playing right now, than the version with Cannon previously. So what I would do is I would remove the log and put in a Goblinstein. And then I think the deck slaps. I really like that deck. You know what? I'm going to copy it. I don't think he built the right deck. I don't think he built the right version of it. We're going to switch it and make it better for future videos. It wasn't. It's not optimal, but I like the Wallbreaker Skeleton Barrel. I think that's way better than the Goblin Barrel because the Goblin Barrel got a nerf. So I think what I will do, maybe something along the lines of this. And then we could do either of these. I think this is probably better. I think the Wallbreaker's evolutions are cool and all, and they are toxic. Kind of like the Dart Goblin evolution more. Now, what if we just, you know, take his deck and switch it around and make it better? We don't really need a building. If we have the Dart Goblin evolution, and then we have this for damage per second. I don't know. And we have the Gobstein as another way of countering air cards like Balloon. I like that a lot. You remind me of my grandfather, says Matei. Dude, you aren't ready for the power of my grandfather's cards, Yugi boy. Evo Phoenix does 5 damage, but it never dies. Dude, that'd be so annoying. Imagine a card that never died the entire time, and you're just like on a timer, and you will eventually lose to it. That is something that Clash Royale would do, and I would quit the game, bro. What would you guys do if you just got slowly pecked down by an invisible phoenix that you couldn't kill? That's crazy work, bro. All right, we need to kill the bats. And I think that does happen. Not terrible. The only downside, again, is like we have no building, so level 16 Golem is going to do so much damage with the death damage. It is part of the game, though, you know? You just have to take it sometimes. Let's do this. Yeah, no, I want to test it. Punk vibes? Dude, I read UNC as Ultimate Champion or something. I don't know why I did that before. That was pretty funny. Unlimited champions. Wait, what is happening? Is this guy tickled out of his mind beyond belief? I don't even know. Like, I'm confused. I don't understand. He saw his golem die and then he left. Is that literally what happened? Golem's getting weirder by the second, guys. Golem getting weirder by the second. Recruits are much worse now, and E-Drag is not fair. Possible. I mean, the other thing you can do is you can do this. You can run regular recruits. Let's get it. My grandfather's card has no pathetic cards. He disconnected? Yeah, maybe his phone like lagged or something, or maybe his phone shut off or something. I'm not sure. His mom said, get down here for dinner or you're grounded. Probably more of an accurate representation. I think you're right, my guy. Favorite TV show? I think that... Okay, so I really, really like The Good Place because I think universally, like, I love the characters, the actors. I liked the storyline. I liked that I could feel attached to some of the characters and actually like them and root for them. I liked the fact that the plot was not something generic and predictable. Yeah, The Good Place was probably objectively like the best TV show that I've ever watched. I would recommend that. Obviously, for my enjoyment, being a DGen, maybe Jujutsu Kaisen or Hunter x Hunter or something like that, just from like a pure enjoyment thriller situation, if you like anime. But I think from an objective, you know, what would I recommend to the audience? I would recommend The Good Place. If you have not watched that, it is literally the best show. Really, really recommend that. Good Place is my favorite TV show ever, says Wendy. Yeah, it's so good. Seriously, like, it's wholesome too. It's not, you know, something that you can't watch with your friends, family, whatever. It's a great show. No Chloe here today. Yeah, hopefully she's doing well. I always do miss y'all when you guys aren't here, but if you aren't here, you know, life happens. I stream at a pretty irregular times sometimes, and also at the same time, like, we get to see you guys again later on. Dart Goblin was mid, but after playing for a while, it's very strong in the right decks. I'm halfway through League 9 now. Elias, you're gonna get so much further up, bro. Like, it's like, you are gonna be killing it. You're gonna be actually slaughtering it. The fact that you have figured out how its true power, it is really, really crazy. Also, it feels weird, but I think recruits just are good, but I don't know. It's just an added nice to have card here. It's not a necessity, I guess. I go recruits in the back because he just used poison. I leaked a little bit of elixir. I played like a buffoon. I was a little bit of a silly sir, I'm not going to lie. Your vibes are always positive. They're not always positive. I'm trying to get better about that, man. Trying to make sure I stream when I'm actually feeling good. Trying to make sure I always have food in my stomach. And also on top of that, like, you know, I stream when I want to more so than just streaming it the first thing in the day, you know? Get better about that, bro. And then also, yeah, I don't know. I want to make these streams better in general. Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, so a lot more things that are coming my way. I'm also talking to some people to hopefully help me improve my ideas for the new channels that I'm doing. I'm going to be going pretty gung-ho on those, so excited for that. A lot of new things planned, but yeah, you guys can expect a lot better. Can cart nerfed? Why not try Mighty Miner recruits? Yeah, that might make sense. Yeah, maybe putting the Mighty Miner in this might be better. I'm not sure. I don't know. I was just always scared of Electro Dragon. Or not Electro Dragon, what is it? What's it called? Jeez, I forget. It's freaking Electro Giant. Yeah, if you go Mighty Miner on Electro Giant, you lose. It just feels bad, man. So I think that's situational for sure, but it makes sense. All right, the Dart Goblin Evo and the like, you need the recruits Evo. Otherwise, it's not dynamic enough. It's not going to force out enough elixir, I think. Like, they can just sit back and like play their passive cards the entire time. Oh no, he's just chilling. He's like, Jake, I am the devil. I will never let you break through. That would happen. We're gonna try though. We're gonna try to go Goblin Gang here. Right, no poison does not work for us at all. Bro is maybe gonna poison my Dart Goblin or tornado my Dart Goblin into poison. He wouldn't dare. He'd never be so sacrilegious. Oh, he's gonna tornado and bar, bro. He did it all. He was standing tall. And we just cycled everything into a poison because he's got so many spells. Not going good. Very bad matchup. I think in retrospect, bad decision. I needed Recruit's Evolution in the deck. So you live, you learn, you test out new things. I'm glad that like we lose games here and get to showcase like the strength of decks or like weaknesses, because otherwise you guys might jump into games and be like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, actually, there's nothing you can do. Part of this is also testing the new deck. This is my experiment. This was not a top 200 deck. So we'll go back to top 200 versions. I do think this is a really impossible situation. So I think again, you might need like wall breakers replaced by recruits or Dart Goblin replaced by recruits. I don't think that necessarily works as well with the Dart Goblin Evolution. So probably something like this. I would probably run this because the wall breakers Evolution put in more work that way. Then you have 2 of these. I think I might have been able to do some shenanigans with this because the Dart Goblin is just dying anyway, and it already forces out a lot of elixir. Yeah, not going to be a video for this deck, but here's a deck that was killing it, slaughtering it. I actually said that this would be the best deck in the new meta. Made a video on it. I was like, I'm so confident in this thing. I'm going to post it. I'm going to show you guys that I'd recommend playing this. And wow, the Dart Goblin is so good. This Dark Prince got a huge buff, and I think that opponents are going to be struggling into this for sure, especially with Dagger Duchess getting a buff as well. So let's test it out and see how it goes. Let's see if the prediction rings true, or if I'm going to have to stuff a sock in my mouth and say I'm bad. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen. Enemy defended all that? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy for him to defend that. Also, there were some other donations that I missed. I'm sorry about that. Zaddy Zeus! Dude, your name. It always gets me, bro. It always gets me. I'm going to full send the Goblin Giant. Do not do this, by the way. This is really dumb. I was doing it for science. The Dagger Duchess. I wonder if, like, it's viable with Dagger Duchess to play really aggro with a Goblin Giant at the bridge. Because, like, with guards, Dagger Duchess, we might be able to defend pretty much everything. So likely arrows. He doesn't kill, though. We can go gang. Defending the gang kind of sucks, but it's fine. Zap arrows. Okay, it's fine. Dagger Duchess, one last dagger. Well, it didn't get nerfed. They just removed the extra dagger they're going to give it. Your gameplay and videos helped me hit my first top 10K last season. Love the content and hope you're doing well. Congratulations, my guy. Deserved W's, my man. Deserved W's. We love seeing progress, and I'm super proud whenever I see one of you guys hitting the new best rank. Whether it's top 10K, top 1K, or freaking just, you know, top 10,000, not even top 10,000, sorry, even 9,000 medals. Like, any of those accomplishments, I'm proud of you guys, you know? It's not an easy game to play Clash. As much as I say sometimes, like, this game is easy or whatever, I've played so many hours that it's, like, actually disrespectful to be like, yes, this game's easy, because it's not. The game takes a lot of time to memorize placements, really requires a lot more brain power because there's no auto aim. It's not like an FPS game that you can just auto aim and like understand. You know, there's so many different cards, unique abilities and placements that you might not know and that you'll figure out later on, and you'll be like, what? How? Yeah, it's just something weird that I don't know, a bit different. I go gang in the Dark Prince. Dark Prince did not charge. Feels bad, man. Did recruits get a nerf? Yes, they did. Okay, I also messed up. I was not looking at the drop wall breakers. What a slippery slicer. I was not ready for your shenanigans. Okay, I messed up. that a little bit earlier. I leaked the word. Fine though. We're gonna go Dark Prince here, and we'll go Dart Goblin, and then he'll arrows this. We'll see how this goes though. Ah, this is bad. This is beyond bad, actually. Wait, we killed that. Okay, wait, Prince is popping off. Say less. Nice. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to do the dual lane pressure that I was talking about. So we're going to go here. Nice. Alright, I should have dropped everything. I think that just like a singular Prince isn't enough. You know? Could be better. It is what it is. You live, you learn. I should have cycled the Rage and the Goblin Curse, and I would have probably taken his tower, honestly. The Goblin would have done so much damage, and I would have amplified my damage potential with the Prince. You live, you learn, right? Try it out again. Try some other shenanigans. Nice. So we're going to be able to kill that. We're going to damage down the Mega Knight a lot faster. We'll go Dart Goblin on top of the Inferno Dragon. We still have the Prince alive. The Prince will actually get a connection on his. He'll lose that. Nice. Gonna go Gang. I think that's fine. Even if he zaps, which is an overcommitment. He wouldn't zap the guards. I was hoping he would do that. Alright, we're just going to full send everything here. I don't know if this is smart or stupid. I think this might be a little bit silly. But just killing the Dart Goblin every time for a decent trade, like, makes me pretty happy, to be honest. I want to kill the Mega Knight, so see how it goes. Alright, we'll see how this works. Could work pretty well. It could also fumble, but I think we got him, guys. Nice. We just broke through a Mega Knight Evolution Inferno Dragon with, like, double spells. Pretty tough to win that, actually. Nice. That's a great win. I mean, to be fair, I think the guy fumbled a little bit. He cycled this Dart Goblin and, like, let me get a Rage and also this. So if I could have given him any constructive criticism, so, like, you know, learning from my experiences as well, you want to separate your Dart Goblin as far away as possible. So when the Dart Goblin dies to a spell, it's not also giving the opponent to hit, like, other stuff. Especially with Curse and Rage, where if I'm able to place the Rage really close, then I can rage up my units while killing your Dart Goblin with it. Or the Goblin Curse amplifies the damage potential that I get. So, like, 20% damage amplification on your Mega Knight, quite a bit when I'm attacking very fast with my Rage. It kind of fell off for him. How do recruits feel? Nerf big or meta? I actually haven't played them yet, so I'll be doing that, like, the next stream. Did you hit up any of those restaurants for your birthday, says Tim? Tim, I looked at your recommendations, but we were not in the area, so we went to Din Tai Fung instead. Went to Din Tai Fung just for, like, the quickness of it, because I went to Museum of Illusions, and it was right next to it. So I wanted to go to one of your recs for the birthday, but I just defaulted to the quickness of a reliable thing that I really was craving. But I have all the things written down, and I want to go to them. So I will be going to them very, very soon, actually. Specifically, like, I think the sushi place that you recommended was, like, one of the best ones that I started getting Instagram reels for, too. I don't know why, but, like, I immediately started getting reels for it. And Chloe's here. People were missing you. Yeah, what's up, Chloe? I'm hyped. And thank you again, Tim, for real. Like, I am super, super stoked, because, I don't know, it's hard to find new recommendations of places to go. And when you're spending that amount of money on stuff, like, a lot of times, you want to make sure that it's actually something really, really good if you are going to go for it. Or if I, like, rec it to friends and stuff, I now know that, hey, you know, other people like this place that I, you know, can trust on. Recruits should have gotten a buff? No, I don't think so. I think recruits are fine. I think, to be honest, they might make changes to recruits if they're not good for the game or whatever, but we'll see. Why Skeleton Barrel played more? I thought it was F tier. The Skeleton Barrel is really good because there's a lot of bait cards in the meta. So, like, if you like playing Dart Goblin or, you know, Skeleton Barrel, which got buffed, Skeleton Barrel's death damage actually does more to towers. Like, you want to force out your opponent's spells. So you want to, hopefully, if you're playing a Dart Goblin, make sure that your opponent... Oh, wow. That's terrible for him. We can do this. And then do that. We kill the Archer Queen earlier than he wanted. And then we can go Gang because it's on the wrong thing. Then we go Goblin Curse. This game is just over. Wow, that works so well for us. Yeah, again, I would say this is like an S tier deck. I said this was going to be the best deck in the meta after the balance changes. I don't know if it's going to be the absolute best after seeing like what happened to Goblin Gang. Because Goblin Gang got a nerf and I wasn't expecting that. But, man, like, I'm kind of shocked at how strong this is, even though the buffs didn't hit as hard as I wanted them to. I thought the Dagger Duchess was going to get the full buff, and I also thought that the Goblin Gang wouldn't have got nerfed. There are 2 slight nerfs to this deck that might not make it the best deck in the game, because they did adjust the balance changes. But it is definitely a contender as one of the best decks in Clash. So shout out to Supercell for, you know, making it right. No problem. If you want to go with Capotaro, tell them Long Hair Tim sent you. Dude, I will. All right, let me grab that, and I'm going to post that on my Discord as well. I have like a notepad on my Discord. I just post all the stuff that you guys send me there. Then, like if it's Rex, places to go, I just look at that whenever I want to go new places. So thank you guys. Dart Goblin worth it? Yeah, Dart Goblin is really, really good. I mean, Dart Goblin's good if you like bait cards. I think I said it before. I'll say it again. Dart Goblin Evo is S tier if you like bait cards. How to finish top 1K? I mean, you can finish top 200 or top 100 or whatever. Like, you just want to continuously play one deck. Play one deck, get really good with it, have that be a strong deck in the meta, and then you'll get a much better rank than you otherwise would. Was the Evo skeleton too much? No, I think that was fine. Personally, I would have changed it slightly differently. I would have decided, hey, I would have a max cap of how many skeletons can spawn. So then you can't like 3-crown with 1 elixir skeletons. I liked the 4 because you could split them up and it would demand a presence from the opponent. And it would do a lot of damage. But I hated when you could 3-crown with them. You can still 3-crown with them. So I guess maybe they want those flashy, crazy moments without it being like ridiculously overpowered on defense. Like now a Lumberjack can kill Evolved Skeletons. You don't have Dart Goblin, what would you replace it with? Dart Goblin is integral to the deck, as you see in the title and thumbnail. A lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing today revolves around the Dart Goblin Evolution. But if you absolutely had to, I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I don't really have a good response to that one right now because I didn't want to ever replace it in the deck. I'm trying to think. Maybe Bomber, but then you don't have the air defense. Hunter, but then it's like not a bait card. Archer Queen, but then it's just going to get lightninged, right? Like, maybe an Archer Queen, bro, but like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say. Maybe they're going to add a new broken 4 elixir champion and then you just put that in instead. Firecracker? But then it's just like not as much damage per second. Maybe Evo Bats. Yeah, probably Evo Bats. Yeah, I'd go Evo Bats, but that's like just not great. Yep. Evo Bats is what I would do. That's the strat, but it's just, you know, I'd probably run regular Dart Goblin and then replace guards or Goblin Gang and put in Evo Bats. That's what I would do. Hopefully that helps you. Yeah. Oh, if you don't have Evo Dart Goblin, you could run Evo Zap, sorry, and replace Rage with Evo Zap. That's what I would do. Replace Rage with Evo Zap. And I'll actually post that in the pinned comment. You know what? Because this is like my favorite deck right now I like to play. Maybe the Skeleton King deck that we played at the start would be better. But I really love this deck. Like a lot. We also just beat a top 120 player in the world already. He already lost. That's incredible. I wasn't even focused. I was just dropping cards and it killed him. Kind of weird to see that. And say that, to be honest. We're going to go Rage. Goblin Curse. Get a whole bunch of goblins. Get more goblins. Likely just continuously pile on more pressure. Why not try to go for the 3-crown here? Just to be a little bit of a degen. Feel it in my bones. I think the Dark Prince Goblin Gang 3-crowns. I'm not even fibbing. I think this does eventually 3-crown him. The Dart Goblin's going to do so much damage on defense. Oh my gosh, guys. Did you witness what I just saw? Did you guys see that? The Dart Goblin Evolution deleted an entire offensive push. And this guy is good at the game. He is not an average bear. He is significantly better than the average player. And we destroyed him. Wow. Yeah, so the premise of the Dart Goblin Evolution paired with the Dagger Duchess is the Dagger Duchess is really good against small stuff. You can play way more aggressive with this deck and always be on offense. And then if your opponent builds up a big push, you can apply opposite lane pressure like I did for the 3 crown, right? I went Goblin Gang and Dark Prince. He had to respond to that Goblin Gang Dark Prince. He did not have Elixir or the capability of spelling the Dart Goblin on offense, and it killed everything. I just want to show that one more time because I think that was an amazing illustration of why this card is overpowered. And as you can see, he's ranked 160 in the world. So he is better than me at the game. Where is it? It was this one. Yep. So I did this. And he had to respond to that. Meanwhile, he did other stuff in the other side. So he has to respond with this with a log. And then he goes in for all this. This is a Evolved Drill Goblinstein push. Just a Dart Goblin, dudes. But what can a Dart Goblin do? You might ask. The answer is everything. Unbelievable. We'll look at that one more time because that was just beautiful. Now you guys won't have the stuff blocking it, so you can actually witness the actual interaction. Makes me happy to see Dart Goblin Curse or Goblin Curse be meta. Yeah, it's good in this specific deck. I mean, that's the thing, dude. Goblin Curse is a gimmicky card, and a lot of people don't like this fact that it's strong when it's strong, and other people are like, hey, I'm here for it. I'm glad that you're here for it, man. It's a fun card to play. I hate playing against it, though. But yeah, if you want to see the deck with Evolved Zap, check it out in the pinned comment. I'm going to be posting it there, and you guys can see a full-length video of me playing this deck. I say this is like an S+ tier deck. This is really, really good. So it might not be the best deck in the game, but, I mean, it let me beat a top 200 player, so really, really cool stuff. All right, yeah, we like this one a lot. We really, really like... Where was the other deck that I loved? I love this one. So those are my 2 favorites so far. Also, again, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe for daily content. I love you guys. And, yeah, stay tuned for more content for sure. So I'm going to put Dagger Duchess in here because I want to be spamming really aggressively. You guys are asking about Mighty Miner, so we're going to deliver on that. Hopefully we don't match into an E-Giant deck. Hopefully we match into 0 E-Giants today. It comes with a pass this month. Yes, it does come with a pass. You can also spend $0 and just use your Evo shards on it. Goblin Machine meta again? I don't think so. Goblin Machine is pretty mid. Eventually, it might be good, but not great right now. They, so I was talking to pro players. A lot of pros were saying that they did the wrong buff to the Goblin Machine. The problem with it, I don't know if you guys have had the same interactions as me, but it doesn't necessarily have that consistency. So if it's not a very consistent card, you can't rely on it to get the value that you need to win. So if its rockets continuously miss, you can't like be like, hey, it's going to give me the value, so therefore I will drop it. Like you're not going to a lot of times. You guys got Skeleton Dragon, so I bet it's going to be a Lava Hound deck. I'm going to go in for a Dart Goblin here, and we'll probably go Miner plus maybe Goblins. I like that a little bit more. And then we can keep applying pressure. We go Bats here as well on the Skeleton Dragon just to kill it. And then the Miner's still going to be tanking for a little bit. Don't know how much damage we get, but something hopefully. That's okay. What are the Evos that I'm playing in this deck? No Wall Breakers Evo. Did I mess up? Are there supposed to be 2 Evos and I didn't put them both in? I might have. Oops. What's the other Evo that I have in this deck? Guys, I think I only have 1 Evo. I think I goofed. I think it's supposed to have Evo Wall Breakers. That's kind of a big deal. Not gonna lie. Oh, you have Bats. Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about that. We'll do this. We'll go Miner here so then we can shift directions and have the Miner tank for the Mighty Miner. And then we're going to go Bats. If he zaps these, I'm going to crash out. Luckily, he did not. There's no way he dies to those, right? So the Dagger Duchess is so good on defense in those situations. We're going to Mighty Miner here. Keep our stuff relatively healthy. Ice Spirit afterward. He's probably going to arrows on this. The wall breakers, goblins after. Oh, he didn't arrows like I thought he did. It's rough. That's a really good arrows value. Yep. Not good for us, obviously. We'll see if those wall breakers connect. He's going to drop arrows as soon as he freaking can. 100p. One wall breaker connects, right? Still did, even after the arrows. Yeesh. Those bats staying alive is big. Maybe Valks. Nice prediction. Alright, we forced the arrows again, which is really, really good. Try to like log cycle maybe? The Mighty Miner gets near the tower, I just win, so. I think we win. Let's go. That was it. But yeah, Dagger Duchess with this deck slaps too. Dang. A lot of great decks that we can create videos on. Dang. Some nutty stuff here. I'm not going to lie. I really enjoyed today. This has been one of my favorite streams that we've done in a while. Dart Goblin is such a cool card to use. Let's go. Thoughts on Eminem? I grew up with it, dude. Eminem is OP. I remember listening to him the entire time. But yeah, again, if you guys are enjoying the video or if you're enjoying the live stream, definitely leave a like on it. Really appreciate everyone stopping by today. Hype for Royal Champion. Thanks, dude. Evo Dart Goblin is overpowered. I agree. I think it's a little bit strong. Definitely a little bit strong. I bet you they decrease the duration of how long the poison lasts. Like 3 seconds or something. This is just a prediction. I bet you they keep it as is for a while, but eventually. We're going goblins at the bridge. Jump off the deep end. Watch as I dive into the Dart Goblin and die. Feels bad, man. You think you shall neither fib nor tell deceits. The Dagger Duchess is cooking. Yeah. The Dagger Duchess is quite good, I would say. In decks where you're keeping your opponent's elixir low, it's definitely not a bad decision. Like, it's optimal in fast cycle decks like this one, I would say. Because watch as the baby dragon hopefully entirely dies. We'll see. This is the new Dagger Duchess. I'm not spending any elixir with it. Doesn't entirely die. If we Ice Spirit or Goblins on top of that P.E.K.K.A, we're in a much better spot. This is pretty memes. This is definitely memes. This is not supposed to happen that way at all. Oh wait, I'm still gonna take damage even if I log. Oops. I should drop the Evo Bats super soon. That is terrible. Oh, we force arrow. Okay. Not bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not terrible. Not unbearable. Keep his elixir low. The Dart Goblin doesn't even hit what he wants. That's going to be terrible for him. That should be a shot. Nah, not quite. If we're good, we can hit an Ice Spirit on this. I don't think we are good enough to do this, but test it. Oh, wait. Dagger Duchess fires so fast it doesn't matter. Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. You're allowed to be bad at the game now. The Ice Spirit doesn't have to jump on the Dart Goblin. Fine. How's the new Duchess a buff? It does more damage per second because the arrows fire faster. They fire a lot faster, so it's just like they do their damage quicker. So like that last interaction that you saw, that's a buff because it wouldn't have happened previously. You wouldn't have been able to do that. Oh, I'm so dead. We are pulling back that, and then we can log. I mean, maybe if we defend this, this is crazy. I'm trying my hardest, my guys. It's probably not going to happen, though. I think that defense was really good. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how I stayed alive there, but I'm dead. Mechanics sometimes work, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. GG. We'll jump to the next one. I do think that balloon decks like with lightning are kind of whack. Whenever I was playing Gobstein, I was so angry. It's like I would defend and then I'd be like, oh, I've played this deck before. Bro is not going to have anything. I can drop my Gobstein. And then they lightning new. And then you're like, bro, why do you have that in your deck? Why? Oh, yeah. That's kind of funny. That lockdown D until he got the tower? Yeah. It was pretty good. Let's get it. Favorite fast food? Ooh, probably Chipotle, my guy. Did the buffs to Witch, Baby Dragon, Demolisher help them become relevant? I actually don't know. So I'm going to have a live stream where I test everything in 2 days. And I'll be letting you guys know my opinions on this. Right now, it's just only focusing on the Dart Goblin thing. Because the way that YouTube search works, so I'm just going to give you guys a secret on it. YouTube search, you want it to be more so relevant to the people that are watching it. So I want people to type in Dart Goblin Evolution and then get this video and then see a whole bunch of games on the Dart Goblin Evolution. If I do this long term and people can see a whole bunch of good decks for the Dart Goblin Evolution, they're going to be probably pretty happy. This will get a lot of views over time. It'll be a relevant stream and a relevant VOD that people enjoy watching. If you mix it up and like go all over the place, kind of probably ruin it a little bit. So I tried to consolidate that. I want to do that for you guys. So I'm going to do one live stream where I do balance changes, and that live stream is not going to be relevant over time. This one will be. This is going to be good to watch like 4 months, 5 months from now. The balance change one, that's going to stay relevant for about a month max. So it's not as valuable. But we'll do it anyway. We'll do that balance change review and everything for you guys in about 2 days. So I'm kind of excited for that, to be honest. All right, we can Ice Spirit, and if I'm going to be real, I don't know. So I can take a stab in the dark and I can tell you. I think that Demolisher sucked because it never reached tower. So if it reaches tower now, it's going to be good. That's going to be really good. The Baby Dragon is going to be broken. I think the Baby Dragon is going to be very relevant. Like very, 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 very relevant. I also think that the Witch will be good with giant graveyard decks. Because there's going to be bait decks with Dart Goblin in the meta. If you're running a giant graveyard deck with Arrow's Witch and maybe another spell like Rage and Zap, like, yeah, I think the deck will kind of slap. So it's super dependent on that stuff. Also, we're in Dart Goblin here. Hopefully the Ice Spirit is allowing our Dart Goblin to pop off on that. The closer you drop the Dart Goblin to the mortar, the faster it will fire. Because there's travel time for the darts. So you want to drop your Dart Goblin closer so it doesn't have to like take a ton of time for the projectile to get there. Is the main thing I wanted today. Oh, wow. He just played phenomenally. Well, you earned all that damage. Well played, man. Credit where credit is, you're not going to lie. Alright, what do we do here? I mean, kind of hard to play into. I need to go for Dart Goblin. Minor. We're going to try to do dual lane pressure. Going into this is a crapshoot. We're going to have to do dual lane pressure, as I said before. So we're going to try to exude. See how it goes. Trying to keep his elixir low. The wall breaker's minor because he uses delivery. I think one of the wall breakers connects and I win the game possibly. Doesn't happen as planned. Still fine. It's okay. He said nonchalantly sad. We want to minor cycle him on the right or left side, sorry. We're just going to keep spamming wall breakers here. We're going to try to protect our Dart Goblin. Yeah, we're just going to do this and log. I think we win with this because the Dart Goblin's just doing too much damage. Wall breakers again to force the mortar. He doesn't want to. The Ice Spirit plus that will be able to deny most of his stuff. Probably just going to minor log. Wall breakers again. Yeah, he loses the wall breakers. Consistently going other side with wall breakers forces the mortar there, or forces him to log, and he doesn't want to do that all the time. So that was a good game. Can anyone give me advice to spoof? I'll try to, depending on what happens. I'm 24-0 with the Rune Giant Hunter. I'm loving this game right now. I haven't even used Dart Goblin since Jesus. Dude, here's the good thing for you, man. I'll be real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna buff Rune Giant. Like, I'm 95% convinced they will buff Rune Giant because there's so many people saying the card's garbage. But like, it works very specifically with Hunter and Goblin Giant. So if you like Hunter and Goblin Giant, you're probably like, let me cook. And then Clash Royale's like, we'll give you some extra ingredients to cook with. So there's a chance that your dishes get buffed, bro. There's a chance. You still play this game, says Filippo? Yeah, I do. I love the game. There's obviously a lot of things I would change about it. I'd make the game better in a lot of different areas. I would want to make the game improved from the perspective of like their balancing, some of the new cards, some of the concepts. But overall, the core concept of the game is freaking amazing, man. So yeah, I love the game. There's not many games that you can jump into and have a dynamic strategy game where it's fast-paced in 3 minutes, and it feels like you're actually able to make an impact on the game. So for Clash Royale, each placement matters. Each thing that you're doing matters. When you jump into other strategy card games, I like Pokemon TCG Pocket, for instance, or I really like, you know, Teamfight Tactics. A lot of those times, there's like, you can't make fancy outplays or have unique things happen. Like, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes it will, like, but for Clash Royale, it's just so much more satisfying. The dopamine hit from Clash Royale is significantly higher than any other game that I've played, bro. And it's not even comparable. So, yeah, hopefully, I'm just hoping every single day that the game gets better and that the developers do more and be a bit better. But yeah, I still play this game, and there's a lot of people that do too. We're gonna go goblins here, and we're going for wall breakers afterward. And is there a chance this Mighty Miner 3 crowns? That'd be pretty crazy. Nothing to see here, guys. That was pretty crazy. Guys, look, we beat Ian77. Wow. Ian77 evolved to Dead Man Walking. He lost 77 times, so then he lost the 77, and then he just became Ian with another N. All right, already. I got left by the girl I loved. I don't know what to do. So if you get left by someone in general, it's really, 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 really tough because you're going to feel like, oh man, I am not necessarily worth, or like you're going to feel worse because someone didn't want you in that time. And it is brutal, dude. I've had that happen to me too. I've been broken up with as well. But it's also one of those things that can give you a lot of ability for development as a person. Like, it might not seem like it right now, but life can get a lot better. And if you're struggling in life and you keep pushing through, you know that there's a chance of it getting better. You know that there's a chance of a lot of things being better. But, you know, if you don't try and you don't put in the effort, then you never know what you're going to miss out on. There could be another beautiful person around the corner that you eventually meet that's even better for you. And honestly, that's what happened to me multiple times. Like, I got broken up with, I found someone that I liked a lot more. Like my first relationship that I broke up with, that was really like not fun to lose, you know? And I was super sad. I think I streamed at like 2 a.m. or something with you guys. You guys are like, Jake, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not good. I was sad. I was super sad. So, other relationships that ended, like I guess years ago were better for me. But like the first time, man, it was brutal. It was the most heart-wrenching thing ever. So, yeah, when that stuff happens, just realize like, you know, speaking from experience, and probably speaking from experience from everyone else in the chat, other people have went through a lot of heartbreak too. And it does get better eventually, you know? And there's a lot of people on this planet. Like, that's the other thing that a lot of people discount. They're like, oh, this is the perfect person for me. There's no one else better. In reality, there are so many different people that you jive with that will be compatible with you later on in life. So, yeah. And also, I think the most healthy thing in life that I learned later on is don't value, like, just life with someone else the entire time as, like, your main reason to live or your main, like, thing for happiness, because that's just super unhealthy. The thing that's sustainably better for you to value is, like, your life with your friends, your family. And not only that, but your time alone and just being, like, proud of who you are as a person and doing things that you vibe with. It's way more sustainable. Tie your self-worth to things that you can control and yourself, because you will always have yourself, you know? People come and go throughout your life, whether it's friends, family, just, you know, things happen. It's unfortunate. And, yeah, if you tie your value to yourself, it's a lot better. And it's the healthiest thing. It's easier said than done. It'll take a lot of time. I'm not joking. It won't be easy, man. But I'm rooting for you. And just know it will get better. It will get better eventually. This game won't get better, though. We lose. Never mind. Okay. GG. I can't believe I just said all that while playing this game. That's crazy. I can't believe we won that. Oh, take the W. Bro ended up having a balloon deck when we had no answers to balloon besides, you know, things that get arrowed or raged. Our bats get raged, our Dart Goblin gets arrowed, and somehow we won that. That's insane. Love you guys. Let's keep going. Who's going into the Clash Royale video asking for relationship advice? Not just relationship advice. A lot of times people ask for different things if they're like super sad and just in general. Like, I don't know, man. I definitely don't have the answers to everything. I can just give my experiences. And that's what I try to do. Try to tell you guys things that happen in my life too. Open up to y'all a little bit about that stuff too. It's like, obviously super uncomfortable if you're going through it. It's not easy to talk to people about that stuff sometimes. Yeah. But also, yeah, if you ever see someone not having a good time, never criticize them. Never just say that. You don't know what's going on in their life, you know? There's a lot of times where I've acted super irrationally. I haven't been the best person I've ever been. Or also in general, like I've, you know, I don't know. Like you just not be the way that you want to be, right? Like you're sad and you don't want to be sad, but like you can't really quantify why, right? So if someone's sad, yeah, don't question it. Just be there for them. Evo Snowball? Yeah, I think Evo Snowball is like probably bad, to be honest. Not the best card in general. Evo Snowball is like, it looked really cool. And genuinely, my video with Evo Snowball was fun as heck. When I made it, I used the Evo Snowball to pull back cards. The Musketeer would lock onto the tower, and then I'd like win the game. I was like, wait, that shouldn't happen. So it's super situational. It's like good on defense as well, because it can pull things back so you can get more value. Wait, how's this doing to Mega Minion? Do I have to go Ice Spirit? Nice! I didn't have to Ice Spirit, so I can use Ice Spirit on offense instead. Yo, that's awesome. That's more damage for me. Let me take that. We're going to go Mighty Miner here, Wall Breakers. We want to go Dart Goblin and Evo Bats. We want to separate them, though. We don't want to drop them to the same side. The fact that he Bomb Towers is hilarious. It's so good for us. We can pop ability here. Go Evo Bats immediately. Then go Evo Dart Goblin other side. Ice Spirit here. This is bad Ice Spirit because we wanted to actually have the Dart Goblin hit the balloon too. That's bad. Alright, we're trying to do some shenanigans here. Looking like an L though. Not far from it. Maybe the Mighty Miner can shift this game in a different direction for us. I tried to log so I could finesse it a little bit more, and it did work a little bit. The best. He's going to arrows. Go Bats after. We need to get Evo Bats up in here. Gotta give him the business, but I think we're getting put out of business. Looking like a really tough one, guys. I don't think we're able to. But I said that on the last one, but you never know. Alright, we're gonna go Ice Spirit. Go for Mighty Miner. Definitely want Bats early, so we don't have to respond to that. Arrows come down, that's quite good for us, actually. Arrows Barbell is so toxic, though. Arrows Barbell Snowball. This is so crazy. This is actually just an insane matchup for him. Arrows Barbell Snowball with Mighty Miner counter with the Bomb Tower into the. Yeah, this is definitely worse than the last matchup. I'm surprised he has all these, but it is part of the game. Sometimes people build a little bit unconventional strategies. He's gonna balloon me, I lose. Unless we can like snipe this Bomb Tower with the Dart Goblin, and then somehow go through with like Mighty Miner Wall Breakers. That's the only shot we have. The Mighty Miner has to reach the tower, but he's just going to go recruits. Yeah, million will match it for him. GG. We'll jump to the next one. It be that way sometimes. You're a good person, Jake. Cheers, chat. I just need some advice. Yeah, no worries, man. Of course, like, by the way, I don't know if I always give the best advice. There's definitely better people to talk to on that stuff. Just speaking from my experience, man. All right, we go next. That's actually why I really enjoy your stream, Jake. You're not only talk about Clash Royale, but you share your experiences and give advice. Part of the stream I really enjoy. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I definitely think I'm one of the older people in the Clash Royale community. I'm 28 now. I know Clash with Ash definitely helped me a lot. So it's kind of cool, like with Riley and Ian. Specifically Riley and some of the other guys. They'll sometimes ask me for stuff, or I can give opinions, and they kind of respect it or like it. So it makes me happy that I can help other people out too. I don't help them out in personal life that much, but like, I think with YouTube, I did help Riley a little bit. Maybe. Or sometimes I like was able to push them in the right direction, I think. It makes me happy because like I can't tell you how many times like Clash with Ash like made my life better. Just unknowingly. Like he literally did. I don't think I made that much of an impact as Clash with Ash did on other people. Not even close. But if I can do like something small and make some aspect of other people's lives better, it does feel like I'm paying it forward after like he gave me so much. Like legitimately, DWA was a legend, or still is, but I would not be where I am today without him doing all the things that he did. So, shout out to Clash with Ash. My wife left me 4 months ago. I've been there. New Year's, we put our wedding rings back on. Anything is possible for your happiness, is Joshki. Joshki, I love you, man. Congratulations on making that work again. It's definitely not easy stuff. And yeah, everyone's situation is different too. Like, I know some people get back together. Some people just find someone else that they really like. Sometimes people find hobbies or other things that they enjoy. That's the other thing. Like, life is a really unpredictable, weird way of working out in certain ways if you, you know, just stick with it long enough. What is Clash with Ash? Oh, he's a YouTuber. Yeah, if you don't know, he was actually the OG Clash Royale YouTuber. Like, the GOAT. So, if you don't know, now you know about that. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know because, you know, they started YouTube or Clash Royale stuff a lot later. So, yeah. Great guy. He used to have a whole bunch of pro players on his channel. And the pro players would... I think I have to Ice Spirit that. I should have Ice Spirit that one. The pro players would be like, oh, like, can you shout out my Twitter? Can you shout out my YouTube? And he's like, yeah, 100%. So imagine having a YouTube channel with 600,000 followers and shouting out the people that, you know, you created videos with. You know how awesome that was for me? Like, I literally grew because of him, like at the start. You guys always ask me, how did you start on YouTube? Well, luckily enough, I had Clash with Ash to help me out, and he scouted out my channel as soon as I created it, and I instantaneously gained 4,000 followers. Like, that's crazy luck. It's so hard to grow on YouTube at the start. Actually, not really, because they're changing things. It was before. It was so dumb. It was so tough. Now they're changing it, so like you're probably getting a whole bunch of like lower subscriber channels recommended to you guys, which is probably a good thing. But they didn't have that before. So it's super tough to grow. All right, this is... Why are we playing against Balloon exclusively today? Like, bro, I'm so dead. I don't think there's anything I could really do here, even remotely. I actually don't think there's anything I can do. If he somehow doesn't kill me, I would be surprised. Like, shocked. He froze, okay. This is looking really rough. We kept the Dart Goblin alive, but then it died. Yeah, that card is just so toxic. He had enough. He's like, screw you, Jake. No, I should have clicked the bomb. I should have just let it happen. I think I might have won then. Oh, the bomb was bad. The bomb was bad. I'm a goofy goober. That was not it. SirTag's name is not actually Tag. Dude, all right. There's a Christmas, like, romance movie. And the guy's name is Tag. And it tripped me out. It tripped me out. I was watching it with my ex like 4, 5, 6 years ago or whatever. And she thought it was so funny. I was like, I hate you. That's why it didn't work out, guys. That Christmas movie. How dare she call me Tag instead of Jake. All right, we're gonna do this. Insane freeze by him? Yeah, I don't think he played perfect. I don't think I played perfect though. If I just didn't click the ability, man. I didn't just click the ability. I think I'm gonna got him. Why dropping Mighty Miner in the middle? Switch lane with a bomb. That also works too. I think that would probably have been the right play. Good job. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you getting me better at the game. If you guys see things like that where I could easily improve or incorporate that in my gameplay, let me know because I haven't played Mighty Miner in a fat minute. So yes, the switcheroo would have been better for me. Is the Evo good? Yeah, Evo's really good. Call you Jake and not SirTag Clash Royale TM. Imagine not calling me SirTag Clash Royale TM. You put a Mr. in front of that too, dude. Like, what the heck? Mr. Sir. Mr. Sir Doctor. The distinguished. Alright, we're gonna go log. We're so screwed. This is not looking good. Bats do die. As long as he doesn't pre-log, we're not gonna be screwed. What do you do for a living? Surprisingly, like, I do YouTube. I mean, we do have a lot of followers and subscribers here. And yeah, if you guys want to see daily Clash Royale content, definitely subscribe to this channel. I appreciate y'all supporting me and letting this continue to happen. I love YouTube, and I'm actually making a journey where I'm going to be creating content on more channels. I actually I'm going to be doing Brawl Stars and Pokemon and Clash Royale at the same time. So lots more to come for you guys and lots more good vibes ahead. Late balloons are the worst. Yeah, dude. The late balloon just like all in. Oh, man. It goes crazy. We're going to try to do dual lane pressure again because it's tough for them to stop if they don't have the right cards in their deck. Guy definitely does not have the right cards in his deck. Mighty Miner in the back so we get the 3-card cycle. I think it misses maybe. We'll see. We definitely want to continuously go on the other side. Like, we don't want to go on the same side as this guy ever. It's a bad recipe for disaster, you know? Even the Dart Goblin live is huge. Beautiful, it's true. Does that hit my tower? Of course it does. Not be. I'm a silly sir sometimes. Yeah, some of these people, if they're really good at the game, they will cook me. GG. Well played. We jump next one. This is more of like a fast cycle meme deck. Not necessarily as good as the standard decks. Wow, good was a voice crack. That voice crack was pretty darn good if you ask me. But yeah, the deck that we were playing right there, this is it's probably fun. It works. I mean, if you guys want to play a fast cycle deck, we had some really close games and then we got outplayed by this guy. I don't know who this is. Top 2,000 player. Yeah, you're at my skill level. You're good. You're running a standard deck. You're gonna beat me. This guy was also pretty good too. Top 2,000, yeah. So the people that we've been losing to, this was an unfair, this is an unbelievably unfair matchup. The barbell log arrow is like, I don't even know what that one was, guys. We're never gonna look at that again, okay? That was crazy. That was actually unbelievable. That's pretty funny. Bro had 3 small spells and a lightning. Barbell, snowball, arrows, all in the same deck. He has lost log bait one too many times. Holy heck, that was funny. Also, we're just unlocking all of the banners because why not? We want a little bit of mental break as we get it. Are you still playing Pokemon Pocket? Yeah, I'm going to do a Pokemon Pocket live stream after this, actually. If you guys haven't already subscribed, my channel is SirTagCR on YouTube. I'll post that right now if you guys want to follow that real quick for the one time. I will be streaming probably for 4 or 5 hours today. Yep. That's how long I'm going to be playing Pokemon Pocket. I'm going to get all the things. So if you guys want to see that, it is SirTag. Only subscribe if you actually like Pokemon. But I love Pokemon, so you guys can check me out there if you want. All right, so I'm going to be doing that later tonight. We're going to go and move over to a different deck because, you know, the meme deck, it was working, but we got to get some wins out here. We have a lot of other decks to play too. So, wait, I think we haven't done this one yet. Cool. So we have an Electro Dragon Monk Ram Rider deck. This is kind of funky, and it is fun. It is like, I don't know. It's fun to watch people jump and dive right into this because you're able to build up a push. It's really comically crazy how good it can be. You already have a lot of defense, so I think that Dagger Duchess is probably okay with it. We failed a class in college. I think I just have yesterday. No, but don't compare yourself to others. I've never failed a class in college. I actually haven't failed a class ever. I did very well in school. I did very, very, very well in school. But like sometimes people just aren't academically inclined. I do think that if you're failing classes, though, you got to spend a lot more time to just buckle down and try your hardest because, you know, if you're spending money on classes, definitely want to get the most out of it. And it, like the education stuff, as much as it is signaling to society, doing as well in your classes gets you more money and more stable future. And the one thing that a lot of my friends regret the most is not trying in school. So definitely would recommend trying as hard as you can. Love you, man. Magic Archer bad in the meta? Magic Archer is not like the greatest card to play. This deck has Dart Goblin and it also has Electro Dragon. It's got Monk, so then you can maybe like reflect back logs so they can't kill the Dart Goblin Evolution. Fun deck. You still love us if you were bar putts? Dude, especially if you guys are bar putts. Alright, we're gonna go Bowler. Probably Ice Wizard as well. NATO. I'm looking really bad because I don't have guards in cycle. Yet. I mean, it could have been worse. It definitely could have been worse. I should have probably Dart Goblin on top of the Giant to kiss it. Because if the Dart Goblin's directly on top, then the shots fire faster. Giant Graveyard got a huge buff because of Witch, Dark Prince, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, I forgot about that. You're right, bro. You're right. Wait. What if everyone just starts running like Giant Double Prince? Because Giant Double Prince can actually work. Or sorry, Giant Prince Graveyard. Giant Prince Graveyard can actually work with simply like running multiple spells. Like you can run multiple spells and get away with it if you're running Giant Prince or Giant Graveyard. Wait. There's no way, dude. Oh my goodness. Look at the chain effect. Even with the lightning, I don't care. Even with the... Okay, I do care. I do care. I repent. I repent. I repent. I repent. Oh my gosh. Wait, I care so much. Wait, I care so much. Never mind. I care so much. That could have been incredible. At lower levels of skill, that would have been incredible. But not at this level, unfortunately. Well played, man. Deserve the damage on it. I think I just lose the lightning. He's going to lightning on this. Then I get to go guards Ice Wizard afterward. At least he's not able to hit everything with the lightning now. Please! I think we're fine. Surprisingly. It's unbelievable. Inconceivable. Alright, we're just gonna Ram Rider, I guess. With this. Nothing less than a full send. Yeah, I mean, this is looking really juicy. I was hovering. I knew he was going to do that, so just didn't want to mess with it. A lot of value. We're loading up the value today, boys. We're coming home with a full truck of tank value. That did so much. Got Ice Wizard because it's cheap. What if this works, dude? Oh, dang it. I wanted that to work so bad. Is the Monk really going to kill that? There's no way, right? I'm dead. I died. I died. No, sir. Stop the shenanigans. Don't hurt me. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Geez, some of these people are just so good. That was close. I was hoping that the Ram Rider would charge the tower there. That would have been fire. That would have been it. I don't think this deck is as good as the other one. We'll try it. We'll try a couple games. We'll switch back to the other ones. If we lose a couple more, then we'll go back to the decks that are surprisingly always winning with us. But I like the concept of this. If you guys like the concept, you can also play it. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to ISO directly on top of the Royal Hog, so definitely a blunder there. Wait, this matchup is insanely good. Ram Rider nerf in action? Yeah, the Ram Rider has less HP. Wait, this is the best matchup for our deck. If he's running Royal Hog's Archer Queen, we have Monk. Dude, please. Please for the one-time Clash Royale. The one time. It hit the tower? How? That's crazy. All right, we take those. So I messed up really bad, but I think this matchup is 1-0 in our favor. SirTag ignored a $40 super chat. I try not to ignore chats, man. I try to read everything I can, but you gotta understand when I'm playing games, I can't read everything, man, at the same time. Shout out to Lord Grimm. It was also, it's not $40 dollars. It is 40. I'm not sure what currency it is, but how good will Rune Giant Graveyard be? I don't think that Rune Giant Graveyard will be that good because it only buffs 2 cards. A lot of people don't even know what Rune Giant does, including you, sir. I didn't know either. But Rune Giant only buffs 2 cards, so you're buffing 2 skeletons. You're not buffing anything more than that, unfortunately. If you're a Rune Giant fanatic, you can only buff 2 cards. Bro's playing a game? Yeah, it's hard to commentate, respond, win at the same time, especially when we lost a few. Ram Rider nerf in action. I don't think it would have hit even with other Ram Rider, to be honest. BH. Alright, the Musketeer's in the wrong side. That's good. This has to be good for us. This has to be so good for us. I just don't see a universe where he's able to defend this. I mean, there's a chance, right? It's just really, really difficult. Oh my goodness. He let it happen, guys. Wait, he played that so well. He separated the stuff. Yo, this guy is so good at the game. Bro! Well played. Well played. Actually, insanely good. All right, yeah. Because we've been winning a lot of games. The people we're playing against are way better. Like, insanely good. Like, I can't even say anything other than that. That was so well manipulated by him. He, like, pulled back the monk, so then the Musketeer would target onto the Ram Rider. Bro is on a different level. He's actually just better than me. By a lot. It happens, I guess. This bowler does clog up the lane, but also risky to do. Alright, so if I do one of these, it's probably not going to work. The Dart Goblin didn't make much sense to cycle here, to be honest. We don't get much, do we? Beats me. I thought he would go Royal Hogs, and he didn't. He's going to Earthquake cycle me now. Yeah, GG. Well played. Well, we're going to go and play other decks. I could play this one more time, but I've lost a bunch, so I kind of want to win. Even against good players, I think I'll have a shot with the other decks. I do not think I'm winning against people better than me with this deck. It's probably unlikely, like, because this guy is really, really good. GG. We'll give him some love. We'll jump to the next one. That guy was super talented. So if you guys are wondering what you're supposed to do against Monk when you're playing Musketeer, that was insanely good. No, your rank is higher than that. But what the heck? There's no way you're top 4,000. Okay. Well, anyway, we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won a whole bunch of games in a row, too. So I guess it comes and it goes. Like, we get 5 wins in a row. We lose 5 games in a row. Part of Clash Royale. Anyway, we're going to jump back to the decks that I find are really reliable, and we'll play them to end the day. I think Bowler makes the deck really clunky, though. It works. Oh, top 200 player again. Dang. Okay, we're going to focus. We're focus. He's also running Pancake Tower, so going to be one of the better players we played against all day. We're going to Skeleton King on this side because he'll probably drop something there. Yeah, I could have done that other side, too, to be honest. Good thing about this is, like, we have a full Skeleton King, so there is that. All right, we're going to do this. Dual lane pressure. Pop ability. Because then he has to respond to this. So much value. Crazy with it. We're going to go drill as well. So then he has to stack up more stuff here. And then we can skeleton armor on the bolt. Ideally. I don't necessarily love it, but we'll do it. Oh, yeah. Top 200 players, mechanics are just different. You know, like this guy, he knew what to do. He didn't give us the value that we were looking for. This Dart Goblin is aggro AF, but we're doing it. No Knight in cycle, so I think he just takes the damage. Yep. So we're currently winning by quite a wide margin, but also at the same time, like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to hit us. Balloon gets pulled, so this is great. This is a +1. No, it's even trade. My bad. Even if he freezes, I think we're okay. Nice. Go wall breakers. He's going to bowler. Gonna bowler left. Knight. Okay. Dart Goblin might kill most of his stuff. Hopefully it still continues to go on the left side. Okay, he just says, not today, sir. He's gonna bowler, so let's go wall breakers and Skeleton King left. Right, sorry. Bowler left, right. Yep, I knew it. The only reasonable play for us. You know, we're trying it a lot harder in this game because the people we're playing against are super good. I'm going to go for a Dart Goblin on the other side. Hopefully the bowler just locks onto our tower and ignores. This is really tough to defend, actually. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to stop that. If he cycles a Knight with that, I just actually don't know. I think if he gets to that push, it's just the death push. GG. Yeah, the people who we're playing against sometimes are extremely good at the game. He recognized his win condition was not to, what was it? It was not to do anything other than, like, get to the Doom push that I couldn't stop. Dang. But yeah, if they get Evo Electro Dragon with that, I think we could maybe Fireball. And then Dart Goblin Evo, and then defend it. But that's it. And we have to apply opposite lane pressure. And this guy is super toxic. We'll still say GG. He played extremely well at the end. Like, he didn't play well until the end, getting to that push. But, like, getting to that push is all he needs to win the game. So, that's what he did. He got to the unstoppable Exodia. They need to add fighter jets into Clash Royale. Too many balloons flying around. There are a lot of balloons flying around. I'm not going to lie. There are a lot of balloons flying around. Inferno Dragon is my favorite card. Yeah, Inferno Dragon is not my favorite card to play against. But we are playing against a lot today. Jeez Louise, my guy. Sucks. Alright, not the start that we wanted at all. I didn't realize Royal Champ was this sweaty. Yeah, no, the early season, there's a lot of top 200 players if you push up as fast as possible. So, it really depends on who you match into. You're not going to match into those people very often, but sometimes you do. What's the best Dart Goblin deck right now? I like the one that I'm currently playing. I also love the other one with the Giant. Those are my two favorites. I think this guy's just going to ignore me and spam all in. He's probably ignoring this. Ooh, never mind. Great. Let's, like, do this. We're looking really rough. But he doesn't have arrows in cycle, so... Fireball here. Log. Alright, we cleaned it up, but... took out most of my tower, to be honest. The Inferno Tower is such a big bait there, like, you can't necessarily get away with it. We do want to drop this at a low amount of elixir. Then we can maybe get damage. The Valkyrie is crazy, though. Actually insane. It's an Elixir Golden Valkyrie deck. The first of its kind. A rare find. Alright, so we can go Skeleton King. I'm going to drop it in the back left, though. So we can cycle 2 fireballs on his stuff, ideally. I think that's our game plan. I don't know if this is great, but we're going to cycle 2. We can. Alright, so that log is okay. He's going to rage on this. Definitely not the best gameplay, but we'll take what we can get. I think it could have been a lot better and cleaner there. Skeleton King, I should have cycled 2 fireballs earlier. I think I'm dead, actually. Because I don't have much elixir, and I have to defend all this. It's going to be pretty impossible. The Inferno Tower also needs to kill the Inferno Dragon, but I don't think it does. I mean, it's just too late. Yeah. Yeah. Not the matchup we were looking for. When you play against a Drill with a Valkyrie, an Elixir Golem deck, it's kind of weird, my guy. But hey, it is part of the game. Sometimes you do get really good players, and sometimes you just match into hard counters. That last game was not a realistic game. Throw out a Valkyrie in there is crazy. Bro plays Giant Graveyard. I didn't play that one well. It's fine. It is what it is. All right, let's recoup, because usually when you lose a lot of games, you should take breaks. And this happens like whenever I was playing decks that are a little bit more memey. Now I'm playing serious decks. I matched a top 200 player, and then I matched into kind of a counter deck. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but it is part of the game. Have to understand that do be happening. Tough using Eye Tower. Yeah, it's tough using Eye Tower into an Elixir Golem too, because it doesn't really do well into Elixir Golem. There's a lot of bad things about that last game, to be honest. But hey, onwards and upwards. We're going to leave that in the past. Play better here. Nice. We sniped the princess. We keep everything alive. We got skeletons counter pushing. We don't have enough elixir for the Skeleton King, but might be able to do it here. Really aggro. I don't love my, actually. I also am not running the right tower. I thought I was running Dagger Duchess, because that would kill the wall pusher. I goofed it. I goofed it. Okay. Maybe it's not. Dart Goblin needs to 2-tap the princess. And it does. But it's going to die to something. The Valkyrie misses. Inferno Tower is just literally just here to stop him from princessing, to be honest. I don't want to get princessed. I have simple needs in life. Is Dart Goblin one of the best Evos in the game right now? Yeah, I'd say that and Electro Dragon are the 2 best. Alright, these guys are quite good, so we're going to focus on our hardest here. We're going to play our best Clash Royale. Probably Princess. We'll Skeleton King immediately. Why is there no princess? Well, now he's not, because he used Ice Spirit. Okay. I'll just take the Fireball. Pop the ability. I think I'm okay with this. Should be some damage. Not the best, not the worst. Take what we can get here, I guess. Looking really bad, though. Oh my gosh, dude. I can't kill that Dart Goblin, can I? I can't kill that Dart Goblin. Jeez. Looking bad, looking bad. All right, we're going to play the Giant deck and switch it up. I think maybe at this skill level, I just want to play a beatdown deck because it's a little bit more reliable. Just a little bit easier to play, especially since we've been playing Clash for a bit. I think we'll just switch to an easier deck to play. GG and well played. I think that matchup's totally fair. I think that matchup is very, very easy win if you play perfect, but cannot play perfect. It was the first game of the day that we were able to beat it, actually, and it is what it is. GG. Woo! You're good with low skill decks like Giant Graveyard and Elixir Golem. You can definitely crush top player. Yeah, I can play those, but like, I mean, the entire purpose of this stream is to play like the Dart Goblin Evolution. We ended up going on a huge win streak, and now we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. Crazy. It happens. It's part of the game. Started with this, so we're going to not play that for a little bit. Where's our giant deck when we need it? Here it is. All right, cool. Let's bounce back. Let's make it happen. Did you know if you submerge a giraffe in its point where its head is sticking out of water? Oh my gosh, dude, that is creepy. Don't say those things. Don't be saying those creepy things, my guy. All right. So finally, we get a good matchup. Let's go. I mean, the last matchup wasn't bad, but like the amount of balloon matchups that we were getting when we were running the other ones was pretty bad. So I'm glad that we're back to getting good matchups. We just need to switch back to a deck that's a little bit more reliable. This and the other one, the one that we lost with a whole bunch of games, the drill deck. I think this and the drill deck, both of them are good. I think we just played worse than the people we were playing against when we were running drill, to be honest. I do think the balloon players, a lot of them, were winning based off matchup, though. So with this, you can just curse because he has to drop bait cards, and we already win, so that's good. It's nice to switch back to a deck and then make it happen. They're tough to bounce back, especially late in the stream, but you got the next one. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's really hard, like, when you play a lot of games and then you're starting to lose, it's hard to, like, regain the focus and play better afterward. It's actually really tough for me to do that. That's something that, like, I don't know. We're trying to stream for 2 hours, so didn't expect to lose that amount of games at the end, but we're going to play for a little bit more just to get a bit more of a win streak and then end on a better note. Kind of what we wanted. But yeah, as you can see, like, if we're playing a fast cycle drill deck counter, it's not going to be very fun. Like the Valkyrie Elixir Golem game, like that was toxic, bro. All right, on to the next one. Literally one in a second. Yeah, I'm playing the best decks of the day. We were screwing around with other decks, but we're just going back to the best one so we can win more games. Well, you're the man. Will you ever make a video on mental health? Definitely. I'll probably make some on my physical health too, and tell you guys the stuff that I did and some of the crazier things that like I was super sick in college and stuff. But I like learned a lot from that. Made me appreciate life more. So probably make videos on that for sure. Ready for the next players? Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying my hardest here, so we'll see how it goes. Because he's got the wrong tower. I think this is worth doing. Because like this is gonna do so well into the Cannoneer. It's really frustrating for him. Like a Goblin Giant and guards, and then do Dart Goblin here to snipe whatever he drops. Or Goblin Gang, sorry. Goblin Gang. My bad. Words are tough sometimes. You're like the Nick A30 of Clash, but not cringe? I don't know if he's cringe or not. I've never watched him. I also think I'm definitely cringe in a lot of situations, man. To be real with y'all, like, it's crazy to watch the viewership not decline when I lost that amount of games. It's so cool to see you guys here. For real. You guys are real ones. I literally lost 7 games in a row, and there's so many people that are still here. It's, that's what I want, you know? Like, that's what I ideally want. I hope that I can keep my content as engaging or as this stream. Or maybe this stream wasn't that good. I don't know. But I'm thankful that you guys are here. Thank you. Appreciate that. If I get better, like, at the game, too, like, I think I'll be able to make the memeier decks or the decks that I'm not as good with work more. But for whatever reason, like, I just sometimes go on lose streaks. Or, like, the mental, like, you're like, oh, man, I don't want to lose again. And then you play worse and you lose that game. You're like, dang, I wish. I think this deck is a lot better, so that's good. It's nice to have something you can fall back on and just collect more reliable wins, because that wasn't happening for us earlier. Not even slightly. So when the Spear Goblins walk up, we're going to go Goblin Gang, so we don't take as much damage from those. And then we can force into the Bomber. The Bomber dies, so huge. Alright, we're going to go Dark Prince here. We're going to Royal Giant, counter with this. We're also going to Dart Goblin. I don't think he hits the Dart Goblin. That's bad for him, obviously. Ah, that was quite good for him, though. That sucks. Oh, I goofed. I goofed. I lose. He's just going to RG me. I can't kill it. I should have dropped the Prince earlier, because I knew he was going to RG, so I might have been able to kill it quicker. Like, maybe he'll fumble? But it's so unlikely. Yeah, GG and well played to him. It is what it is. Top 700 player. I think the Cannoneer actually did help him out, because he had as much splash damage as I've ever seen with a Royal Giant deck. Because, hypothetically, if you have Log, Bomber, Ice Wizard, Arrows, I don't think my bait cards are really going to be that impactful. I have to do dual lane pressure. That was a weird game from our guy. That actually was a counter deck. I didn't expect it to be a counter deck. I thought we were going to win. I didn't realize that I wasn't like fully focused on the fact that he had... if we applied dual lane pressure, I think we would have won that. I think that was a very winnable game. I think that was a mess up. But I was very complacent. I thought that, like, oh, he doesn't have 67 different answers to us. He did have 67 different answers. The dual lane pressure into this Valkyrie is ideal. We can go in for a Rage here if we want, but it doesn't kill, so it's not worth. This is looking really, really good as long as he doesn't have Valkyrie, Log, Arrows, you know? As long as he doesn't have that type of juice. I don't think he will, to be honest. Dead Princess. Guards protect the Dart Goblin. go, dude. Look at that damage. Damn, that's so much damage. And we forced him to go Goblin getting into the freaking Dagger Duchess. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Because the Dagger Duchess cleans us up without too much trouble. It's very, very nice to see that. I think we go here and then he princesses. We go Gob Giant and get him to princess on that. Guards. Yes. Oh, yes. He princessed at the bridge. Why? Did you do that to yourself? Let's go. I was so lucky that he princessed at the bridge at the exact moment that we spammed him. Like that was perfect. Guards down so our Dart Goblin wins. Nice. Guards tanking for our Dart Goblin. Let's go. So yeah, these people are around my skill level, right? Like the people that we're playing against are all good. So if I'm running a fast cycle deck and I'm like not playing at my best, I'm going to lose. I'm just going to take the L. Everyone's around like top 2,000 in the world. All these people. I didn't expect League 9 to be this sweaty, but I guess like very start of the season, every single person that gets here is going to be good at the game. Like you kind of have to take advantages and then punish them afterwards. So that's what we're trying to do here. If we get advantages, then we punish. We go Goblin Curse Rage. Steal his stuff for the one time. Get the Prince on the tower. Alright, we didn't take the tower, unfortunately, but hoping he princesses here. Oh my gosh, watch this, guys. Oh my goodness. Look at the Dart Goblin. It's going to kill his Dart Goblin. Daryl's living large and in charge, bros. Damn. Dart Goblin domination. Gonna have to princess at the bridge, so we're going to go Prince on top of it. So you can't Valkyrie Princess. Like, all we have to do is defend the tower because the Goblin Barrel is not taking me. And then he has to defend against the Goblins. Very cool. The Valkyrie is annoying, but honestly, not that big. I'm not that pressed. That's a 3-crown, baby. GG. Definitely works well with certain stuff. Otherwise, it's weak to be too weak to be worth using in most decks. Agreed. I would say that Chef is really good in beatdown decks. But if you're leveling up like a Dart Goblin and it dies to a log, it's not it, Chief. Not only are they good at the game, but they're dedicated enough to play the games this early. Yeah, exactly. Top 5,000. Played a lot of games. So not top 2,000, but, you know, the person we lost to is top 700. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, all these people are at least decent at the game. We beat that guy. Some of the other people. 600 in the world, man. No wonder I looked like a fool into him. I was wondering why I lost. I was like, why was he so commanding in that game? Ah, you're a lot better than me. Dang, I felt like a difference in skill level in that game. The Australian guy, Aussie 30 plus, that log bait player, I felt like it was a skill level difference. I didn't feel like this was a skill level difference. Him using Valkyrie in the deck and me like not playing perfect. This game, I felt like, oh wow, he really understood how to build Exodia and I couldn't stop it. He was top 200. So yeah. Sometimes top 200 player, top 600 player. I feel a little bit better about the losses now. Because I was like, wow, I can't believe how good that guy was. I always, you're always positive? Thanks, man. Yeah. I mean, I try to be. Did you beat Ken Clash ever? Oh, I haven't played against Ken in a long time, man. I'd be down to play against him again. Ken's a cool guy. Ken, B-Rad, those guys. I haven't like made videos with any of them in a long, long time. Jeez, dude. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? How is that still alive? You can go Goblin Gang. Go Goblin Curse. Good. Jeez. Look at that damage, guys. Still getting Goblin value. Is that the real Hunter? I doubt it. But you never know. Yoo-woo, says Ernesto. Why did I read that? Oh, no, I just gave it you. Okay. All right, all right. I changed rage for zap. Yeah, you can do that for sure. All right. Let's go. Your video with B-Rad on Clash of Ashes channel was low-key peak in terms of content and where the game was at. Yeah, that was so much fun, man. That was so much fun. The game was absolutely peak. I don't know. We'll see what we'll peek into Clash Royale's future and see if they can pop off and do better things. But you never know with them. You never know. All right, so we can go Goblin Giant. Oh, no, 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 no. I goofed. I repent for my sins. That was probably not the right timing. He was hovering that Goblin Gang. My man was on a mission to kill me. He was ready. Bro was prepared. Okay, you have Inferno Tower and Knight. I'm not going into that. I'm not that stupid. I have an evolved, like, Dart Goblin, but I don't have an evolved Goblin Giant, and I'm just not sacking that. Jeez, that's still connected. It happens, I guess. We're going to take a ton. Fine, though. He's maybe down a bit of elixir after that, honestly. Oh, baby, please! Please give me the cheese! Just a little bit of cheddar. Just a little bit of cheddar. Please, a little bit more cheddar. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more cheddar, please. I love when the cheddar comes through, guys. I love when the cheddar delivers the dominance. Oh, the cheddar! A little more cheddar. Just a little bit more cheddar. Prediction on the minion horde. He didn't minion horde. He just minored. I was like, well, minion horde's the only thing that can kill this, but then you also need something to distract. I don't know. It was a fun game. We take those. What a fun moment. Goblin Curse value that you can just spontaneously spring is one of the most imbalanced things in the game when you're playing against a bait deck. But I love it. So yeah, great matchup there, I would say, because he didn't have Goblin Barrel. I think he played phenomenally as well to even get it to be a close game. But that guy was quite good at the game. Yeah. I mean, all these people are dedicated and good at Clash. So the fact that I was winning like shows that this deck is dominant when I was playing with half a brain cell. The games that we did lose, we lost to a top 700 player that also kind of countered a little bit. And then this guy's just way better than me at the game. And I had matchup, I would say. Just lost to someone way better than me. So it happens, you know? It happens. This game, I shouldn't have. But yeah, the other Mimier decks we lost a bunch of games with. This Mimi fast cycle deck, it works unless you play against Balloon, triple spells like we were. Doesn't really work then. It works for the most part, though. You just kind of get cooked by some freeze decks. We did beat a double small spell there, and we beat all the other decks pretty comfortably with it. It was so fun to play. So maybe I'll give it a swing again when I'm like mentally there, playing my best. Because when I was playing well, it worked so well. All the other decks are pretty good. I'd say the Logbait deck, that win against the Recruits player, probably the best game of the stream. I can't believe we won that. That was super fun. And yeah, all around, like, I think Evolved Dart Goblin is one of the best evolutions in Clash. There's no doubt about it. So I'd recommend y'all to play it. Especially if you like bait cards. Cool that we won so many in a row, lost so many in a row, and just had a whole bunch of ups and downs in the stream and learned a lot. Thank you guys for being here. No matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Like the video to support me for free. It allows me to put out more content out here, and I want to stream to you guys more frequently. And check out the pinned comment if you want to see a full-length video on this deck. And it shows the version without the Evolved Dart Goblin, so maybe some of y'all don't have the Evolved Dart Goblin. But if you do have the Evolved Dart Goblin, you can just make the substitutions to make it this exact deck, and it plays exactly the same. It's just a little bit stronger with this version. So if you want to see more gameplay on this deck, check out the pinned comment after the video is published, and it'll show you guys how to play it at a higher level. There's more of a breakdown on, you know, me with all my brain cells explaining it. So yeah, that's in the pinned comment. I can't do it as well as I do in prepared videos, I guess. So I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome one. And I'm excited for a lot more content to come this year. Thanks for all the support and letting me do what I do every day. Because I wake up, I play Clash Royale, I love it, and create content. And I'm blessed to have this. I'll see you guys. 28th birthday was yesterday, and it was one of the best days of my life. Thank you for that.